What's going on, guys? My name is Bear Degidio, and we're back with a Halloween edition of the UFC recap. I'm sitting here with three of the greatest to ever do it. The greatest co-host of all time, whose goggles keep fogging up. He's a little nervous. Rampage Jaxxon. Luke Rockhold. TJ Dillashaw. The co-host and the co-co-host is back from Dubai, Turkey, and Colombia. It's amazing to have you guys here on this Halloween edition.
Yeah!
I can't even see him.
Yeah, we can see Steve Urkel.
Somebody can do that. Some fucking anti-fog.
Why is my shit fogging up?
Did I do that?
I'm hotboxing.
What is going on that your goggles are fogging up?
I have no fucking idea. Is my breath hot or some shit?
Who are you supposed to be?
I'm Rashad Evans.
Dude, you look just like him, man. Crazy.
I'm Rashad Evans.
I see it.
Dressed in the Mad Max world.
In a what?
Mad Max.
You're a Rashad version of Mad Max.
Rashad version of Mad Max.
Yeah, bro, those glasses just keep fogging.
Who is this?
They can't even see you anymore.
He's a village people.
Macho man.
He's macho.
I want to. What is that?
Just watch yourself, dog. Keep yourself.
Is that real?
Hey, Bear, what are you, a butt pie?
Ah, hey, that's real. Stop. That's a real sword.
Yeah,
Stop.
that's a
stop.
real sword.
You're going to cut me, and then I'm going to bleed.
Hey, Bear, what are you?
Make him
Are you a
bleed,
butt pirate?
No, I'm a Mad Max.
I don't understand your version of Mad Max. It's like the.
Yeah.
What happened?
What?
Yeah.
Everyone can
And
be.
what are you supposed to be?
Everyone chose to be their own Mad Max. I don't know what you're dressed like.
Shake your head.
Real.
Shake your head. You're a belly dancer, Luke.
Yeah, but he can get away
Talking
with
about.
that. He can get away with
Yeah,
that.
Luke, you're a
Bang.
belly dancer. And you're not even wearing a shirt. Okay, I've seen that in movies, and they don't use that for Halloween. They use that for things. You guys know that big ring? You know what they use that for?
That's a cock ring?
Yeah, you know what that is. Why do you have a real sword?
This is another angle.
Why does he have a real sword?
Why not?
What are you?
Yeah,
TJ?
TJ,
They
what are
didn't
you?
have a real guitar, so I took a real sword.
This is just my everyday outfit. It's fucking how I roll now these days. I'm going on the airplane. Like
Can you
this.
just
That's
come
why I
over
roll.
here and flex for the camera real quick? Shout out to Wild Society, TJ's supplement company. Obviously, it's doing wonders.
This is how I'm flying home, dude. Do I represent the company good? Am I wild? I'm wild.
Flex on him one time. What? Don't poke his pecker, Luke.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God.
Hey,
Dude,
hey,
This is a...
Bear keeps his tucked.
but why are you touching his pecker?
Hey, just accentuating the genes, Wild
Wait.
Society.
Is that? Is that?
Hey, bro, you look like Chris Angel.
Do I really?
Yeah. You look like Chris Angel.
I cast a spell on you. And why do you have goggles that look like his goggles? Put yours on. Let me
Yeah,
see
how
if they
come your
fall.
goggles not fogging
Yeah,
up?
why?
Because they're not on his face.
Well, I can't even see your eyes, TJ Dillashaw.
That's good.
TJ Dillashaw looks like a minion who went to the dark side.
I'm ready for Burning Man.
Oh, yeah.
I think everybody is on Burning Man right now, dude. Luke's for sure on something.
Dude, look at you, bro.
All right,
Where'd
can
you
we get into the
dreadlocks?
podcast?
Since when did fucking dreadlocks come in?
You've never seen Mad Max? It's a very diverse movie.
No, bro. You look like a butt pirate.
What's a butt pirate?
Like a pirate that likes it in the butt.
No, I'm not a butt pirate. I don't like
Arr, matey, go deeper.
I wouldn't be laughing, Luke Rockhold. You shake every time you talk.
You got no room to talk, dog.
All right, so can we get into this podcast?
You got butt plugs in your hair.
Happy Halloween from the Jaxxon podcast. Oh, there is bees in my
Hey,
happy
yourself.
How do those smell?
Yeah. No, is it? No, wait, this is brand new, right? Stop, don't laugh. Now you guys got me so
Hey,
conscious.
TJ, true question though. How you say this guy's name that did the double back fist?
Magomedov.
Oh,
He fits right in with the crew right now.
yeah,
We should have had him.
Oh, dude, he'd been perfect.
He would have been perfect.
Yeah, he's
Fucking
been perfect.
pirate.
How you pronounce his first name?
I have no idea.
Bear, how you pronounce his first name? Margo.
I remember hearing you
Shira.
saying it.
Shirov.
Shira Magomedov.
Shirov.
No, they don't say Sharaf.
Shirov. What's it say then to you?
Shara.
Sharaf to put it in.
Put it in?
Yeah,
Shirov put it in?
Sharaf put it in.
Shirov put, because he's Russian?
Where's the
No, you can spell out Sharaf put it in.
Oh,
You see
you're
it?
right. All right. Oh, listen, hooked on phonics. I didn't know you were that good.
It
I
did
now
say
understand.
put
He said put it in.
Shirov put it in.
I'm looking at the screen.
Oh, you're on the wrong one.
Luke, that's not even the
No, the
UFC
screen,
fight we're
Shirov.
doing
Oh,
today.
Shara.
they just
Shara
call him
Magomed.
Sharaf on there. They just
Oh,
call
they
him
just
Sharaf.
go,
It was
okay.
full
Oh, they
short
just say
name.
Shirov.
Yeah,
Shara
they
put
cut
it.
it. They
Oh, this guy would have fit in with us too.
Oh.
Bruce Buffers. Look at his jacket.
Yeah, they call him Shara. I seen.
Anyways, this fight was good, dude.
Yeah, bring us in. What do we got right here?
I feel that Petrosian had a great game plan coming into the fight. He was going to pressure him. He's going to go forward hard and kind of disrupt the rhythm of Magomedov. Because Magomedov wants you on distance, right? Like he's want to be able to hit his spinning heel kicks, his push kicks. Like he wants that kickboxing distance. And he wasn't given to him at first, but he couldn't hold that pace.
Look at this little
Hit him with some good right
swag.
hands in the beginning, but just couldn't keep the pace going and couldn't be in that danger zone for that long. And then eventually just turned into a great kickboxing match.
What were you pointing out, Luke Rockhold?
Swag. I know you saw that little swag. Huh?
Yeah, well, they do a little dance.
opener swag. Eh?
Yeah.
I want to know, can this guy grapple at all? I mean, he's a Magomed.
He's from Dagestan.
I mean, no, but he's all striking. I've never seen him really grapple.
Is he
I'm just
related
curious
to
how he's
Khabib?
going to match up with the likes of these grapplers.
How you guys think he passed his eye exam though? With one eye though, you know you guys.
That's not. He has both eyes.
It's
You
just discolored.
Seen those, yeah, you never
One's
seen those
just
really
discolored.
cool.
What you mean? So his pupil is not white?
No, yeah, it's like a super light white, like blue eye.
But he can see.
It's like his birthmark in his eye.
Oh, okay. I thought he was blind in one eye for some strange reason.
Something like that.
No, there's like very famous dogs that have two different eyes too.
Yeah, like huskies.
Yeah, it's like that. You told me you had that right growing up,
No,
right?
I didn't have that shit.
My best friend growing up has
Oh,
his
it
eyes
was you.
like that.
You told me that.
He had an eye like that?
Yeah,
He can
he's
see-
got a blue eye and a brown eye.
Oh, okay. But it's not like this one though.
No, not that.
Nah,
bad.
this looks like he's an old dog. Something like that. He lost his eyes.
Yeah, I thought he lost one of his eyes.
But you see how he's pressuring him? He's just bringing the fight. He's like chaos, right?
He's
like good
real
right
bouncy,
hand.
huh?
Yeah.
TJ, what weight class? This your weight class?
No.
This is my weight class.
This is
This
Luke
170?
Rockhold's
185.
185.
They look small for 185.
Well,
They
everybody
all
looks
look small
to
these
you.
days.
What is that supposed to mean, Luke Rockhold?
Take your pants off and show everybody
Whoa,
how small things look.
whoa.
Luke, how you think you would have done against this double back fister?
Bro, I can't see your eyes.
Why are you fogging up? What's going on with you?
I think I do pretty damn good against a lot of guys.
No, but we're asking specifically about Sharaf.
Sure, I'll be a fun fight. You know, you look at him and just like one of those fights that, like for me especially, it'd be just fun.
But-
He bounces, he kicks, he throws. He's got a lot of fucking interesting things, and just I like to power through people like that.
So I posted this on the Jaxxon
fun.
podcast, and I don't think people realized that I was making a joke. It said, looks cool, but you got to be crazy to think this will ever actually work in a fight. And I posted him doing the actual double backhand
back
fist spinning punch. And the whole comment section is just destroying me.
So he
because
was
they
doing
think
that before the
He
fight?
was doing it before the
Was
fight.
that open workouts?
Yeah, it was open
dope.
workouts. And I have the videos I'm going to put on the big screen. But it's interesting to me that like people don't understand a sense of humor. So Jaxxon podcast community, it was a joke. We all watched the fight together. And I just wanted to point out that it wasn't by chance and it wasn't by luck. He actually practices this technique. And I know, TJ, you've talked about the open workouts, sometimes throwing people off and sometimes just doing things you wouldn't do in an actual fight just for the cameras. But this is an actual technique he performed and executed well.
Yeah, I would have never guessed him because it looked like it was in the moment kind of thing, right? He hit the first spinning back fist, knocked him off guard because he blocked it, and you could tell the other side was open, so he spun quick. But I didn't realize that it was something he was practicing. That's pretty cool. That makes it even way better.
Have you ever practiced anything like that, TJ?
No, I mean I've hit some spinning back fists and stuff, but never thinking about doing it. I've never seen a double back fist before.
You know where I used to practice when I was fighting in Pride that I never did in a fight? The uppercut, the jumping uppercut. I always
It's not like
not the all you know. Which one? No.
Ayukin's here, no?
No,
what's
Yukin's like
that?
where you throw the fireball.
Okay, what's the
Fireball,
uppercut?
that's
What's
what
the
I'm
some
uppercut?
uppercut.
Tiger
Tiger uppercut.
uppercut, yeah.
Tiger uppercut.
I used to practice that.
So you would jump and throw an uppercut?
I used to do it in
Front
sparring.
uppercut, front uppercut.
Would
Yeah.
you ever land it?
Yeah.
Did it fuck people up?
Yeah, but I
Throw
just,
all your weight into it?
boom. I never dropped nobody
What,
with it.
like, would you like fake a shot first
Yeah,
and like get underneath him and then bang?
but I never pulled it off in a fight.
So you would actually pretend to uppercut though?
No, I would do the uppercut.
Oh, you actually would
The
do it?
Tiger uppercut.
Yeah.
From Street Fighter.
We got 2 screens now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is just to show TJ.
wanna
This
see the
was the
spinning back
warm up.
fist,
So
yeah.
before we break down the fight, this is the guy actually at the open mat workout. Let me see if it plays. 1 second. What's going on here?
You don't even know how to work your own shit.
Yo, you want to say that to my face without the foggy goggles?
I took them off.
Oh, okay.
Couldn't see shit.
Okay. Well, I wonder why.
I should have put them on like Luke, but I'm sorry, Luke. That looked a little village people-ish to me.
Luke, there's something about you today. I don't know if it's the sword, the no t-shirt, or the.
What happened to the other bead string? I know you had another one. Hey,
Bro,
where'd it
Rashad,
go?
do you have a problem? Do you have a problem with the beef, Rashad?
Didn't he have a couple more of those?
He probably sitting on them.
TJ, so in terms of UFC analysts
he
and
doing it.
analysis of the fight, what did you see from this guy with all the hype going into him? A lot of people are talking about his technique. Dana keeps talking about how this guy wants to fight every week, every Friday, every weekend. He's like a promoter's dream. He's talking about how he wants to fight again. Do you think he's living up to the hype?
Yeah, man. I mean, I think he's showing great technique, but at the same time being like an innovator of technique as well, like being like funky. It's hard to plan for a guy that throws double spinning back fists and throws weird ass angled punches and has different distances, but he does it with a great technique. So I think he is all the hype, right? I'm just curious to see when someone comes out, like Luke said, and can he wrestle? You know, he's in Dagestan. I'm sure he's practicing his wrestling. I'm just curious to see it when you get in there for a fight, you know?
No. Let me play matchmaker for a second here. Shara versus RoboCop.
Oh wow,
That's a fight.
That's a fight.
That's a fight.
Weight class, that's crazy.
That
RoboCop's
is, dude.
so
Hey,
big.
and I think to tell you the truth, I think RoboCop lost to Petrosian in the Ultimate Fighter show. Check me if I'm wrong, but
Vinny,
it
can you
was a
check
close
the math on
fight.
that?
He's young, but anyway, this fight right now with all the hype behind both of them, it's a great test. Put himself to the next level, and we get to see. We get to see all of which is both. of these
RoboCop, he
motherfuckers.
want Paulo Costa though. I don't think he want to fight nobody else.
Paulo Costa don't want to fight no. He wants to go just do
He want Paulo Costa.
secret juice fucking promotional videos.
Hey TJ, you think Armin Pet Sore ass was watching his
Pets your ass.
how you say his name?
Pets your ass.
Pet your ass. How you say his last name?
Rampage.
Pet
So
Pedrosian?
Amazon hates this, but there's nothing.
what
they
in
can
the
do to
fuck
stop
is
it.
going
There's
on?
an electric lighter out there.
Luke, can you
Edit.
turn off your phone, Luke, please? I ask you every time.
was
to
your
turn off
question?
phone.
I got a question here.
Yeah, what was your question?
You think
Dude,
Shh, let him talk.
you don't pay past the ads?
Shh, let him talk.
Yeah, man, you rich as fuck and you got ads.
Do you see how much expensive
He's
these
got
costumes were?
AIDS.
Do you see what happened with these costumes?
Do you think Pet Your Ass was watching Cyrus warm up like there's no way he's hitting me with those double back fists?
Yeah, I mean, when you see that kind of shit, you're just like, what? Like, that's silly, right? Like, someone's doing that shit. But then in the moment, you know, like we did what was right. You knew he was spinning, you blocked it, and you're going to come counter with a left hook, and then it comes the other side, just something you never would expect. And
Yeah, but I'm sure he watches they be watching each other open workout and shit though.
it's so hard to game plan just from an open workout. Like, you never know who's fucking around and who, like, I did so many practices or one else where I do like wrestling or something. I'm
Yeah.
playing on kickboxing, right?
Yeah.
So you never know what they're showing you. But yeah, I mean, especially a technique like that. I don't know how you'd expect that you're gonna get hit with that.
Yeah, I never did anything in my open workouts that I was going to do in my fight.
Yeah.
Not one thing.
I mean, are the open workouts that exciting for a fighter though? It feels like it's kind of a mess.
They're not for the fighter.
Yeah.
We don't want to do them.
Oh, got it.
Like, I mean, maybe in the beginning you want to do them and to promote yourself, but
Got
for
it.
the most part, it's for the fans, right? It's for the promotion.
Got it.
Give them a little tease. Maybe some of the people that aren't going to the fight, they want to see you working out. I don't know.
And do you guys really think that a good coach or a good team can analyze an open workout and try to figure out what you're gonna do, or it's not really like that?
No, you definitely can.
Oh well.
I mean, there was even like what we were just talking about a fight not too long ago where someone did a move in the back.
Oh, Alex Pierre's coach saw Yuri.
Yeah,
check
the way
check
he was
the kick.
checking a kick.
Yeah.
He's like, "That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go for this." It's like, so yeah, there's coaches out there that can pick up on stuff like that. Like Perillo sitting here, he sees stuff very well, right?
Yeah.
So he could be sitting back there watching an open workout and see, you know, someone have an opening, maybe their hands too low, whatever it may be. You know,
It's like Michigan football sign stealing. You know what I mean? Getting quick and easy.
Michigan football was stealing signs.
You didn't know about that? The sign stealer?
Is that
There's
approved?
a documentary. About
Is that real though?
He would watch and they'd read signs across the field, and the moment right before they'd yell out and they'd call like shifts and everything, they'd make the fucking thing.
Oh wow.
but I
Yeah,
feel
know
like
what
that's
that was,
your
signs
fault for like letting him be able to read your signs, right? Like switch your shit up.
That's why everyone does this shit. I think.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to talk technique on here, just make sure you check yourself.
So
out.
for the middleweight bout, Shara got the win. TJ, anything that you saw from this that you thought was exciting that maybe they didn't point out or you thought was cool to you?
I thought the whole fight was great, right? Just the kickboxing technique in general. And then Magomedov did a great job hitting some counters, which I feel like we hadn't seen as much countering from him, more offensive. But he had to because Petrosian was pushing forward so much. So it was nice to see him be able to have that aspect of his game. Great feints from both of them, great hop. I mean, the kickboxing techniques from both of them were great. And that's the style of fighting I love to watch. So it was a great fight.
And Magomed, he's so busy, man.
Always.
Everything's there's always something coming.
See,
a
watch,
lot
he-
of bounce and stuff.
And in between those bounces, he gives you like little feints. He stops bouncing, he starts bouncing, he throws, he feints. He does a real good job mixing it up. That's why it's hard to game plan for him or counter him.
But I don't like how low fighters keep their hands down. I hate that shit.
But look at Petrosian does it too, or Alex does it as well too, right? Their hands are coming from a little bit lower, the harder to see coming. That's why the uppercut's like the hardest punch to see coming because it comes from so low too, right? And you can develop good power from it. As long as you have good head motion and good vision and footwork, you can get away with it. Like my hands were only up when I was hopefully in a battle, right? But I'd even be bad at that sometimes.
I think it comes down to more of a kickboxing match too, because you can play the distance better with a kicking game. It was like tap, 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 boom, boom. Whereas your style, it's like you're fucking in, you're tight, you're moving, you're in the face, like so.
You're
it's
like Dan
You're beneficial here, you know what I mean? Where it's like his style is so open and different, like John Jones too. You know what I mean? He's very out and open. Everyone's got a different style.
Yeah, you make a good point. Yeah, I like to be
different
right in
body
the face.
types too, right? Like you're not a long fighter. You're like compact, throwing power, rolling punches. Like that's just a different makeup.
Yeah, so I should stop judging these fighters for having their hands down so low.
I mean, especially if it works for them.
But why they don't put it up when they get rocked though? They don't even put them up when they get rocked.
That's a good
Rampage,
question.
That's why you got hit with-
you're making great points here.
Yeah,
Yeah, after you get hit with the first spinning back fist, you'd think he'd pull his hands up.
yeah. Put both of them up. He just had one up.
Well,
was
Rampage, you
countering.
fought your whole career like this.
He
Yeah.
blocked and got pushed this way. He was going to counter with the left hook.
Oh, he's going to.
You know what I mean? He's going to counter
Oh,
with the
here you
left
go.
hook right there.
Oh, right there. Yeah.
Oh,
Rewind that.
Right here,
wait,
watch.
so he got him.
TJ, break this
knocked
down.
him
What are we
before.
looking at?
He's going to throw the rear left spinning back fist, right? He's already turning for it. Bang! And see, he's going to. Oh, maybe he's countering with the right hand, but he's throwing a punch and gets caught with one of his hands down.
A little
he's throwing at the same
sneaky
time.
little double punch.
We'll show it in slow mo here soon.
So TJ, when you were watching this, I know you told me about each fight already, but how would you, as a coach, look at this tape like after a fight? How would you break that down? Is that by luck? Is that the guy didn't keep his hands up? He didn't look for the opening? How do you?
It's
as
just,
a coach,
I mean, that's the fucking hard thing about fighting is it's just a millisecond of time, right? Like the guy didn't do anything that bad. I mean, he's going to throw a counter, and yeah, when you want to throw a counter, you want both, like one hand up, the other one's throwing, kind of thing. But it's just the wrong place, the wrong time, kind of thing. You just get caught with that shit.
And it's not. It ain't luck. It ain't luck. The
He was
motherfucker was
practicing
training.
it
He was
right here,
training
yeah.
that right before the fight.
Here goes slow
And
mo,
it's like,
right?
It's like
Boom, blocks it. Now he's
Yeah,
gonna
he's
go
going for
counter.
the
See,
counter.
he's throwing a right hand. Boom.
Yeah, he's going for the counter.
it's rotational too. It's just like a left and a right, but it's just completely
Well,
unorthodox from back fist to back fist.
Well,
You
think
know,
about
like
it,
rather
too.
than rotating here, he's doing the opposite end on from his backside.
And when you get
You know,
knocked-
kind of like
you get knocked off balance, it's hard to keep your hands just perfectly here. When you get knocked off balance, you gotta like try to catch yourself, right?
Got it.
And then he's throwing a punch and he's wide open and he gets caught with that other spinning back
Did you
fist.
see he faked the kick before he even started?
Yeah, he
that
like
secret?
skipped. Yeah, like it's good feint, man.
On a podcast earlier this year, Mighty Mouse was showing us some of that technique, Rampage, about how he would like fake that kick or fake that knee so someone would come in and then he would actually then end up going with it.
Yeah.
And I was sending TJ over the last week videos from that Bang Muay Thai system that Boss and your coach have been posting.
Yep.
And it seems like there's a lot of those like fake kick or same side kick punch in your system that you guys teach.
100%. And there's a fight later on that I was going to bring up, a fact that it would have worked great for Rockhold with his right head kick. We'll talk about it when we get there.
Cool.
But yeah, there was those techniques when you start landing kicks and you start faking it. So if I hit a lot of good left switch kicks, then I'm going to hit a switch. I'm going to hit you with the right hook rather than bringing the left kick, right? So making your techniques look the same. Magomedov was hitting that front leg sideways push kick. And so next time he raises his legs, he thinks he's going for it. That split second, you're thinking about the push kick.
Yeah.
Then he hits a spinning back fist, right? So making your techniques look so similar with a different finish. The knockouts is when you hit someone when they don't know when it's coming. you
Yeah,
know?
I think the ref stopped it a little bit too fast.
I was just going to say that too.
Yeah.
A little bit. It was like a walk-off that shouldn't have been a walk-off.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think if I was probably over, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
Because he could have
Look at
covered
him,
up.
look at him.
yeah,
him.
like he like sits up and he's like,
he just
"Damn
gave
it."
up though.
Yeah, because he walked off.
Yeah.
If he would have
he didn't
jumped
even
on
know
him,
he
he would have
walked off
probably
yet.
would have covered up and grabbed him or
Oh, he
something.
was done.
But do you think the walk-off is what made the ref call it off? Like if he
Probably.
would have
It
attacked,
helped.
do you think the ref would have let him attack?
I think it definitely helped.
Because we've seen Jalen Turner did that one time, but the ref didn't call it out, and then Moicano got back to his feet.
Right. It was the same type of drop.
Yeah.
It was the same type of drop. And Jalen walked off, but he fell on his, but the other guy fell on his back.
And he was
like
still
in
kind
the-
of looking at Jalen Turner, right?
Yeah.
When he got dropped,
Yeah.
to where this guy was on his hands and knees facing the other direction. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Didn't even
fucking
try to
done.
look back.
Yeah.
Is it a fight? I mean, obviously, it's a fighter's job to finish the fight until the ref calls it.
Yeah.
But in a situation like that, is he just being a good like comrade? How you say?
Now, hey, Bear, do you think Petra's should have looked back at it?
Look back at it.
Turn to look over his shoulder.
How should he have done it?
Man, fuck off.
No,
I asked you the question.
Yeah, but you did a great look back. So can I just say it one more time and I'll be able to analyze it and give you a proper answer?
No, I ain't doing.
He's seen a lot of look backs. He wants to give you the right technique.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I've seen a ton.
I'm sure.
Yeah, why? Why? Rashad, why?
We're moving on.
Okay. But can you do it one more time?
You got to call me by my full name, Rashad Evans.
Rashad Evans. You look incredible. So this is what it looks like to take mushrooms?
Yeah, when you take mushrooms.
This is the
This is your outfit habit.
Should we FaceTime Rashad and see what he thinks?
Yeah, let's FaceTime
Let's
Rashad.
FaceTime him. Okay, so next fight we have Leon Murphy versus Dan Ige. Dan Ige, an amazing friend of the Jaxxon podcast and community, coached by our great coach, Eric Nixick out of Extreme Couture. He rocked Leon Murphy in the first round. I thought it was over, and then the fight just got away from him. I can't wait to hear TJ and Luke break this one down.
Is Leon Murphy, is he related to Eddie Murphy?
The comedian Rampage?
Yeah,
Luke, what do you think?
It looks a little like it.
yeah, he could be.
What do you think, TJ?
No.
You don't think so?
didn't
No,
even
he's from
think
like
maybe.
Ireland, bro.
Huh?
He's like from Ireland or something.
No, he's from Norway.
He
Norway.
a black guy
Denmark.
from Ireland?
Denmark or Norway?
Well, his
Vinny.
coach sounded like it. His coach sounded Irish.
Vinny, where's he from?
He's from North Ireland.
The black guy, he black Irish?
Let's fucking
But
go.
that flag
black
looks like
Irish.
Denmark.
Oh shit.
Let's pause it and see what Rashad, see if Rashad pick up.
If he picks up, don't be scared to say that. Hey, I dressed up as you for Halloween. Don't be scared to say
That's the
that.
first thing I'm gonna say to him.
No, but don't be scared to do that because you got all of us here to
How long did
protect
it take you to straighten your hair, Rashad?
That's a lot of work.
He's not gonna pick up. He's
Why?
like, fuck Bear.
Is he scared
He's scared of you.
of me or you?
You.
Not why me?
Because you give him that look back.
Dan Ige get some more ink. That the arm looking full as fuck. I don't remember.
So Luke, first thing he's noticing is tattoos in the male's body. TJ's gonna break
you
down
got
the fight.
no room to talk. Man.
I needed some payback.
Still looking for those beads, Bear. I'm still looking for those beads. I don't know.
I found one of them. I can't find the other one. All right, so let's break this down. This is going into the night. We have a featherweight bout, 15-1 for Leon Murphy. Dan Ige's 18-9. So
You think Dan Ige had enough time to train for this one? He took the last fight on.
Oh, did he take it on short notice? No, he didn't, right?
well, yeah,
the last fight he took it on
that
two
one he
minutes notice. Then.
Yeah, but this one I think he had a full camp for. And I was so surprised that he gassed out. And it's not that he does. I know the guy trains hard. I know he's putting the conditioning in. I know his coach, like he's working great with his coaches. It might have been one of those adrenaline dumps because he went hard, right? He knew that he needed to make this fight ugly and get in his face. And so he made this fight really hard in the beginning. They got into some scrambles. He pushed the pace real hard, but then he gassed, man. And if he wouldn't have, he would have had the fight. He definitely would have. There's even when we get into the third round, even with him being gassed, he landed in a position where he would have won the fight if he would have kept the crucifix or if he would have went for the arm triangle. Like there were so many chances for him to win the fight, but he was just too tired. He was hoping to just hold on and control, you know. So it was a fight that I think Ige would have won. I was rooting for him to win, but unfortunately, I think I think maybe the adrenaline dump, the time change. You can't really put your finger on. I don't know what is in his head right now, but he was tired, right? Like he was a
He's
tough.
putting that pressure on early.
He went hard in the beginning.
What weight class is this?
45, right? Yeah, 45.
You wouldn't think the little guys would get tired.
Dan Ige looks like he can make like 35s, right? This is 45. He always looks like the smaller guy.
Good takedown.
Oh, really?
It's a lot of energy too. Look at that.
Yeah, he does a good job of like figure four in his legs and slowing him down. Didn't advance much. Didn't do much damage on top, so it made the round really close still. But man, there was like if he would have had anything in the gas tank those later rounds, he would have won this fight. And I really think maybe it's just an adrenaline dump from that first round or whatever it may be because I know he's in condition.
I mean, he trains with Sean Strickland. He trains with a huge crew at Extreme Couture. He's talked about his training camps and kind of the fighters that Eric Nixick brings in for sparring. So I do agree with TJ. One thing I wanted to know, though, is going into the...
I was wondering how
TJ,
long.
what's going on over there?
I was wondering how long you're gonna take under there.
So one thing I was going to say is because I was watching this fight with Luke, and Luke, you were talking about the fight. You were talking about positioning. And one thing I love when I watch fights with Luke and all, no joking, all seriousness is Luke loves to analyze things that I don't hear a lot, which is talks about people's position. He talks about the way they position their legs, how they kick, how they follow through their shots. He like really talks through the fight with me when I watch it with him. So I appreciate that. But you kept talking about positioning on the floor, positioning on the feet, understanding where your legs go. What were you seeing that you were coming up with these things as we were watching it?
Oh, no bullshit. I mean, I walked in right after this fight, and you would just shit your pants because you damn fucked up your parlay. So I didn't watch this fight with you. I don't know what you're talking about. But particularly, I do. I had Dan winning this fight too. I'm sorry, you know what I mean? But you know,
I bet on Dan.
Yeah.
So it messed
Well,
up my
dude,
parlay.
he should have
No,
won the
but
fight.
you did. Sorry to cut you off, but you did talk about the positioning, jiu-jitsu versus wrestling versus the way people were kicking. We were talking about that during the fight, and I thought it was interesting the way you were talking about that.
yeah, position over submission, I think, is the biggest key. You know, and finding that position and advancing. And people waste a lot of energy going for submissions and different things. You know, position.
I know,
feet,
but there was a time in this fight in the third round that Ige could have finished him with a head and arm choke and didn't go for it because he was too tired and just wanted to control the guy. To where if he had some gas in the tank, he would have finished the fucking fight and won. You know, and he landed in a full like crucifix position in the third round too, and he could have finished there on top, but unfortunately he was just too tired.
He has a big shot there, huh?
He's got some power.
That was that shot. I think
Who
no,
got
but
power?
Ige.
Ige's
He
always
does
good.
the style you're talking about, right? He covers real good. He kind of dips and weaves his head, and then he dipped underneath a hook and landed his own right hand at the same time and dropped him. Like he's got that timing and the style that we were just talking about that you like, right?
Yeah, look,
But-
he got his hands up.
But then he's got
Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, that was
again,
good.
huh?
I thought it was over.
he's fighting
tearing him
Murphy, and Murphy's real slick, and he's a longer fighter, and he's got good feints and is a little bit more crisp, right?
Oh, yeah,
Which
that's
doesn't
right.
take as much energy.
Yeah, I remember. I thought the fight was going to be over right here.
Yeah, it was almost over. But then they get in a clinch, and he starts wrestling again. But look, he's burning himself out right here.
Yeah.
He's just touching though. Look, he's not.
I know it's because he's tired already. Unfortunately,
Yeah, it takes a lot of.
I really think it's an adrenaline dump because
Every
like I
fight-
know the guy's
yeah.
conditioned.
Yeah,
You know, like I
he's
know he
always in
trains
shape.
hard. Yeah. I mean, he took a fight on like 2 minutes notice, like Rampage said, and could have gone 5 rounds.
Yeah.
But I think this one was just adrenaline, time change. I don't know.
You
something.
see that sometimes when some guys are just so tough, they take so much damage, and then you're like, what the fuck do I have to do to put this guy away?
Yeah.
And you burn more energy because they're just taking punishment.
Yeah.
If they can take the punishment and they can stay there, they can make a comeback because some guys are just too tough for their own good, I guess.
This was a really good fight. I would like to see a
great fight.
rematch. It was a great fight.
Great fight. I
was
mean,
close.
Ige could have overtrained too. It could have been one of those things where he trained too much.
Yeah,
Right.
it
That's why he
happens.
gassed out.
It was
Does that really
close.
happen? Overtraining?
Oh, yeah.
Big time.
Oh, yeah.
How? What
More
is
so
that like?
than
Break
not.
that down for the audience.
Overtraining, like we're all like eager to be world champion, right? We're all gonna work our fucking ass off. Always like the Mamba mentality. You're gonna work, you're gonna work, you're gonna work. But then eventually your body just like too much cortisol through the roof. You're redlining your motor. Like if you redline, you blow your transmission out like all the time, like you do in your car. If you redline too long, your body's
my
gonna give
training.
out. And then you start. Like, I remember when my first Burrell fight, like the last 4 weeks of my camp, I had to start doing like one easy practice a day because I was just like so out of shape. I couldn't spar 5 rounds. Like I was like, dude, what the fuck? I'm fighting for a world title and I feel horrible. And then when you get the guys pulling you back a little bit and you're like,
That means you got good coaches. They pull you back. And you can peak too soon.
Yes.
And then you burn yourself out. I remember when I fought Keith Jardine. It was right after the Vanderlei fight, and I had to go right back into training camp. And my coaches, my team, they would listen to the managers, and I would tell them like, "Look, I'm getting overtrained. I'm getting burnt out." They thought I just didn't want to train.
Yeah.
I didn't want to fight. I didn't want that fight, but the UFC asked me to do them a favor, and they didn't. They couldn't. They thought I was like complaining.
yeah,
So I was overtrained for that fight.
yeah.
I talked to Perillo during that fight, and Perillo was saying it takes a very confident man to understand when he needs to take a break during training.
Well, yeah, the best way to like get the negative thoughts out of your head and the nervousness for getting ready for a fight and just like, you know, everyone's got them. Everyone's got negative thoughts in your head. Like, am I good enough? Am I training hard enough? Am I doing this enough? The best way to get those out of your head is to work out, right? Make yourself better. I'm doing something to be a world champion. I'm going to go harder. But if you're not confident enough in your skills and that you've done enough work, then you're going to push yourself into that overdrive and you're going to fucking work too hard, right? Like, it's like BJ Penn said, he'd rather be 100% undertrained than 1% overtrained, you know, because it really fucks with you.
Yeah, I think everyone's mentality is a little different. You know what I mean? You got to have that. Know that you've pulled out every card you could in training camp. That way you fight with a clear mind.
Yeah.
You know, otherwise some people just have that freedom. They know they can scrap no matter what. But
Luke, you're a huge advocate of training and recovery and the way your body should go through the process after training when it comes to stretching, the sauna, the steam room, what you eat, what you drink. Do you have a proper, you think, training regimen that fighters should be doing after their training that maybe is not implemented as well as you think?
it's just balance. Everyone's body is different. Everyone's at different ages, different recovery, processes. Everyone, like when I was young, there was a certain curriculum I could do. And then as I got older, you have to pull back and you have to listen to your body. So there's different ways of pushing and pulling and trying to be your best. And listening and having a good coach, having good chemistry, good people around you. You know, I think as you get older, you get more in tune with your body. You know, you understand it more, but it doesn't work as well as it should sometimes. You know, sometimes you can operate off instinct so much when you're a kid.
It changes too, right? Like he's making a great point, but you gotta like follow your metabolic rate throughout your career, right? When you're younger, you can push harder, you can cover easier. When you get older, that changes, right? So like setting up finding, like I found Sam Calavita that made me an expert at this stuff, and like listening to your recovery, right? Like I don't guess if I'm overtrained or if I'm undertrained. I wear a heart rate monitor when I sleep. I know my exact resting heart rate. I know like my variability in it, and you want the variability to be wonky, like all over the place. That means your nervous system is ready to fire. But if you're beating on a system all the time, you're overtrained, right? So listening to your body that way, so you're not guessing, and then setting up a training schedule. Like I know that my Tuesdays, I'm pushing 2 or 3 hard practices that day, but Wednesday I'm taking completely off. I'm not thinking about fighting. I'm going to hang out with family. I'm going to go do what I want to go to the beach, whatever it may be. And then Thursday I ramp it back up. Friday's a little bit harder. Saturday I crush it again. I take Sunday off, right? And then knowing that system works by listening to your heart rate while you're training. And like, it's gotten so scientific now that, you know, you take all the guesswork out of it to when Rampage was training, he's telling his coaches like, hey, I think I'm overtraining. Like, oh, he just doesn't want to train. But if he'd have been having that system that Sam's got, like they would know like, oh shit, he's going to get sick or his body's overtrained, whatever it may be, you know? Yeah,
we was in England training. They trained like cavemen out there. They had no technology or nothing.
No.
Guys, I have a very special guest right here. Ladies and gentlemen, I have Rashad Evans.
Oh, Rashad.
I thought Rashad was here.
Rashad Evans.
I thought Rashad was here.
Wait.
I'm you for Halloween.
Double date? Is it a clone? The fuck?
I dressed up as Rashad Evans for Halloween.
Hey.
Hey, y'all got the Halloween fun that's going on. What you, a pilgrim?
I'm you.
Hey,
look at his hair. His hair is nice.
Hey,
look at his nice hair.
You guys both look like fucking pilgrims, dude.
He said we pilgrims.
Hey, we were supposed to all go Mad Max, but these guys both look like gay pilgrims.
Oh damn, Rashad, he said you look gay. Hey, he said you look gay because I look just like you today.
You got me twisted. Don't loop me up with this guy. Right. He's the village people for sure.
Take it easy, dude.
Hey, Rashad, before we let you go, I appreciate you answering. Obviously, you could see the inspiration for today's costume. We want to know, are you ready for the fight against Rampage Jaxxon?
I mean, hey, I'm getting there. I ain't gonna be lying. You know, the last couple of weeks, you know, been kind of hard on your boy, but you know, I'm getting it there. I'm getting it. Hey, Paige been he been cheating, man. I look at him, I'm like, man, he looked like he losing weight kind of fast. And
I'm training. I'm coming for this win. I got to get that payback.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, that's good, man. I'm glad you're training like that. But just understand something, man. Look, I can do 10 rounds easy. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, yeah.
I'm training.
Don't overtrain.
I'm training for a 12-round fight. I'm gonna make you eat these words when you say you're gonna dog walk me.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Hey, he looks sneaky confident. I don't like that. I don't like that look.
I feel good.
It's because he's dressed like you. He feels like you. He's feeling good about himself. You know what I mean?
Full Rashad Evans for this one.
Yeah. Hey, Rashad, before we let you go, we heard that
he's even eating mushrooms and everything right now.
Mushrooms. Yeah. We heard that you brought in Roy Jones Jr. as your sparring partner, and that you have a brand new camp. Is that true?
Yeah, it's true.
All right, so that's what you need. That's what you need to go against Rampage Jaxxon, huh?
Well, he brought in Roy Jones. You brought in Roy Jones
and Shannon Cannon the Briggs. That's going to be in his.
No, you didn't bring in
Shannon Briggs.
No, you didn't bring
in
Briggs.
He posted on his Instagram story.
Let's go, Jane.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't bring in Briggs. You brought in Briggs.
I'm about to. We've been talking.
Hey, Rashad, I appreciate you jumping on the FaceTime. We're going to get right into this podcast.
Look at this.
So this is exactly what I'm talking about. Look, dude, he rewinded just a little bit.
He brought
a lot of energy.
Shannon the Cannon Briggs and Roy Jones Jr.
So look, he gets in this scramble, and when he lands on top in the third round, he's exhausted. All he wants to do is control him. You can tell. But he lands on top. He easily would have had this crucifix. Watch when he kicks back over. Watch. Boom, he's got his leg, he's got his arm trapped already. All he has to do is fucking
He's got to drop
hook that
elbows.
arm.
Yeah, right.
Oh, he's got right there.
Right there.
You could have the crucifix or the head and arm choke eventually. Watch, you'll see when he flattens him out, dude. Like he could have won this fight, but he was just too tired, man.
He looked like he was trying to pin him.
Yeah, it's just like here's what
He just wants to hold on to him.
My argument is position and then striking. Like you could just drop your hips on him a little bit and just drop elbows. Like he's just lazy. He's too tired to do really anything.
Well, I don't know if he's lazy, but he's for sure tired.
Well,
Dan
he's
Ige is
just-
one of the
he was
hardest
That's what he
working.
meant. He meant he's lazy because he's tired.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, here's another thing with Dan Ige. I don't think we realized that you guys didn't put together that he's had a hard luck his last few fights, right? He's not in a good position. He's lost some very, very tough fights that weren't exactly trained properly for. So like maybe the pressure was too much for Dan. Coming into this fight, he thought he had to win. He wasted his energy, just because he knew the pressure was on. He's 2 down, right?
It was very close. Yeah, but he's a company man. He took a fight on 2 minutes notice.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean? Like he's all right.
It don't matter. Company men.
Oh, they love him.
Yeah, but
Because of that, he'll be getting fights forever, huh?
Not
yeah,
forever, but
at a minimal paycheck.
But they're gonna keep him on the. But dude, like this is a very close fight. He could have won this fight. Like, it was even like in the decisions. It was, I think it was a split. No, it wasn't split. It was 29-28, I think. But still, it was like very, very close to where I didn't know who won the fight. At the end of it, it was very close.
Yeah, I thought it was.
And if he would have had just not gassed out in the second round, he would have won.
Dude, Black Irish got some ground game too. Look at that, throwing up triangles on Dan.
I did like Nick's cornering in the second going into the third round. Like he was like, dude, let's fucking go. Like you have to finish. You have to go for it. To where a lot of these, like I was listening to other cornermen in this exact card, they were even bringing it up on air that they're not being that way, right? Like we need to change the scoring. We have to change it. It needs to be public every round. You need to know if you've won every round. It will change everything. You put the referees on blast if they're making one round, bad round. You say like, what the fuck's this ref doing? Like, what you got to do, right? Like going into a third round, if you're winning, if you're losing, you got to cut. It's like, I think it changes it up so much.
Why do you think they haven't implemented that? You think it's because of betting, gambling, what?
Maybe, but I think it makes the betting more fun too. Like then your odds switch up too, like as you're going. They're going into the third round. He's a big underdog now. Can you like put more money on it to win that fight?
You
can bet. You can bet as the fight's going
Live
on.
bet.
But Vegas has less control.
Don't you have that on Kirgo? Do you know?
I don't
My
know if
bookie?
we can do live. Yeah, I don't know.
You got my bookie?
I got I'm on Kirgo.
See, that's the
I got
problem.
I got
I
it
need
on-
my bookie.
I don't know. I got it on Kirgo too.
Yeah,
So
Kirgo.
Who's your
Kirgo,
bookie?
Kirgo.
My
Kirgo.
Kirgo.
Wait, are you on
Kirgo?
Kirgo?
Kirgo.
Are you on Kirgo?
My
Kirgo
bookie.
is the best.
Do you have a link?
Yeah, my bookie.
Do you have a link for Kirgo?
Kirgo. Yes, I do.
Okay, so if you guys want to go hang out with Luke Rockhold and bet, go to his Instagram, click his link. If you want to go bet with Rampage, you have a link in your Instagram.
Yeah.
Go to yours.
Or you can go and bet with the real champ and go my bookie.
My bookie.
And
Is
win
that
some money.
where-
I just did a
Who-
6-5
who-
parlay. I just won a 6-5 parlay.
But who's
Hey.
your bookie though?
My bookie.
No, what's his name?
It's called
Yeah, what's his name?
My bookie.
No, I know, but your bookie. We know
Yeah.
you have
We
a
know
bookie.
you- we know
What's
you got
his
a bookie.
name?
Yeah, my bookie.
No, but what?
Kirgo. It's
like, dude, where's my car?
The best.
Yeah, because we have a name.
We have a name.
But what
It's
is the
Kirgo.
name of
What's
your
mine
bookie?
say? Sweet. No. What's mine say? Dude. No, what about mine? Sweet.
Hey, Macho Man don't even know what's going on.
Cha,
dude.
cha,
He's
cha.
just shaking his head like this.
All I know is I lost, dude. That 3-5 parlay I had that was Jose Aldo losing, which was absolute,
bullshit. Oh,
wait.
absolute bullshit.
Time out. Explain to the audience what you had.
$7,000 motherfucking dollars.
Okay, breathe.
They robbed
breathe,
me.
Breathe. Give me your
They
sword.
robbed me on a 3-5
Give me
parlay.
your sword.
How can you afford that sword?
Give me
now?
your sword.
Everyone knew Julian
This is a
Pinto
real
was
sword.
and
Listen,
I know-
hey, for the audience watching this,
Watch
I know
out
it's a
with my
little
fucking
crazy, but Rampage, was it? You weren't here. Oh, you were here during the fight.
No.
But Luke bet on one of the craziest parlay bets I've ever seen, and it was to win like 50 grand or something.
57, 8,000.
Yeah, and he almost hit everything.
I
But
did
then
hit
the
everything.
Aldo fight got robbed, and he lost the whole parlay.
Robbed me.
Did you pick like win by decisions and win
I
by
picked- I
knockouts?
picked
or was
3
it just-
underdogs.
Was it just straight
Let me
bets?
see that sword.
Why?
I just want to see
Let me
it.
pull it up.
real.
Where's
Be
my phone?
careful.
I can pull it up. All 3
So-
underdogs. 3 underdogs straight back to back to back.
Is there anything
Jose
that you
Aldo,
wanted to
Julian
talk about
Pena,
before this?
and one other.
No, just another great fight, man.
TJ,
I mean, this
any-
card was good.
Anything else you saw from Dan Ige that you liked?
Yeah, I mean, I like his style, but unfortunately, like I said, I think he gassed out, and that's what cost him the fight. Because like some of these takedowns that he got taken down with, he would have easily defended if he had the cardio. But Murphy's slick, man. Murphy's good.
You got to give him the credit, dude. Everything he does well.
He's got great
good-
elbows. He's like slick jab. Like he looked great as well, and he's undefeated, isn't he?
What?
He's Black Irish, though.
Yeah, he's undefeated.
Eddie Murphy's son is undefeated.
Yeah, he's undefeated. Yeah, but it was a close fight.
I mean, you're a contender if you beat Dan Ige. That's all I know.
Yep.
Dan Ige is. He's still tough as they come.
So as we look at the fight, it going into, we have a lightweight. I don't even know how to say this guy's name. So
Another Magomedov?
Yeah, I'm going to let Rampage do it for the light heavyweight fight. So Rampage, you want to bring in this as we go into this fight? Light heavyweight, you want to bring in that one? That's all you.
What the fuck is this guy's name?
Ankalaev.
It's easy. Magomed.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Magomed.
Magnomad.
Magnoman.
What's his last name? Ankle. God damn it.
Ankalev? I don't know.
Magomedov Ankalaev versus Alexander Radick.
Wait.
The nigga Radick?
Wait. No. So Luke let our producer, Loco, drive his go-kart.
It's not a go-kart.
It's a go-kart bike.
It's a motorcycle.
No, it's not. It's a go-kart bike.
Loco, come here.
It's a motorcycle.
It's the same engine as a go-kart.
It's an electric motorcycle.
You cannot call anything a motorcycle that doesn't have oil or gas.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can't.
Why?
It's an electric motorcycle.
Because it has a motor. It's an electric motor.
And it's got
a
two
cycle.
wheels.
So then you can
It's
say
got-
electric motorcycle.
I just said that.
You said motorcycle.
He said electric motorcycle.
No, now you're saying electric motorcycle.
It's the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I don't even know why you have anything to say about this. You almost broke your coach's back. Here,
Bro.
let's just pull it up real
Bro,
quick.
Bear's got a gas-powered dildo. I mean, this guy's got no room. He just changed the game from electric to just.
This is crazy. Dog.
We're just
I
going from
literally
gas to
bought him the
electric.
sword like a little kid. Can I have the sword? I get him the sword and I still get destroyed, dude. God damn it,
Gas-powered
dude.
dildo.
Can I have the sword?
Why you letting people ride that bike?
Coach Brillo.
Coach Perillo.
This is a
He was
video
trying
of
to do a
Coach
wheelie,
Brillo
yeah?
driving
Hey,
Luke's bike and it goes right into a car.
Who's filming though?
What about the call? I'm filming. I'm like, Perillo, just take it easy. Just it's nice and easy. Nice and easy.
Now, this is our producer, Loco Barry, driving the electric motorcycle
Can they
to the
see
office. They will see all this. Yes. And then Loco tries to do a wheelie. He thinks he's doing something.
I
Luke's
don't even
walking
think he tries to
behind
do a
him.
wheelie. I think he's just going.
I'm coaching both these motherfuckers through it. Please just take it easy on the gas.
That came out of nowhere.
It was great. Right to his ass. Bear, get that man over here and make him show us his ass. That'll be a
Loco,
million.
let's see it.
There's a million
Loco,
people. There's a multi-million.
Okay, let's get back to the fight analysis.
fucking begging to see my ass for days.
Oh, the village man. Shut up, Luke. All right, here we go. TJ, what do you got
Slice
on
and
this?
dice that, bro.
Rampage, before we get back into this chaos, what explain the names of the two fighters,
No,
please. Light heavyweight.
I already
I
did
know,
it.
one more time. I just got to hear who's fighting.
Magov Ankalaev and Alexander Radick.
TJ.
Well, Alexander Rakic or Rakic.
Ratchet.
Ratchet. Thank
Ratchet.
you. Thank you. Yes,
Okay.
that's how you say it.
Ratchet.
This was I bet on this fight. I bet Magomed to win. He was a big favorite though, but added to my parlay. I just knew that he was going to be able to do what he does. Like, this is how he fights. Like, they all talk about him being a wrestler, but this is exactly how he fights. He stalks you down. He's a southpaw. And the problem here with Richik, or I can't even say his name, Alexander, I'm going to say Alexander, is he's circling the wrong way the whole time, right? Like, because he throws these beautiful right head kicks. He doesn't set him up, but he's circling further away from his head kick to be able to land. And it'd be so much sneakier if he would have kept his foot on the outside of this southpaw for the angle of his right hand, for the angle of his right kick. He could have done them at the same time, which I'll get into. Like, if he would have done some of the Bang Muay Thai techniques, he could have landed his right head kick pretty easily on this southpaw, I think. Getting him, because what you'll see later on the fight, that he slips his right hand very well by dipping out to the left. If he would have thrown that right hand, right head kick at the same time, it would have fucking cleaned his clock.
He stepped off.
Yeah, he stepped the wrong way.
Every time he threw that kick, it was from a dead stance. He
Yeah.
never stepped off.
Never stepped to
Set
his
it up.
left.
Yeah.
If he would have stepped to his left outside Magomed's foot, that angle of his kick would have been a lot better. But instead, he's circling towards his back foot. And he's making his kick have to travel so much further, which that millisecond of time you get to see him block it.
TJ, as the fight's going on, I want you to actually show that to the audience right here on me.
Yeah.
Since the people love when you do the fight breakdowns. So, Rampage, you want to walk and Luke, you guys want to kind of explain to the audience what TJ's trying to show us?
Do you want to explain to the audience what the fuck are you wearing?
From Mad Max.
That ain't Mad Max, bro. What the fuck is
He's got like 4 outfits.
He's one of the women
I got
in
my
the
Chuck-
chamber.
I got my
He's one of
Chuck
the
Norris-
chambered women. Virgin. Hey.
I got my Chuck Norris stretching.
Luke and Rampage break down what TJ's trying to show us.
So look, stand in southpaw. Southpaw stance. There you go, right? So he Alexander keeps making the mistake of circling to his rear foot, which is lining up his left hand for me, right? He's making me further to throw my right hand. He's got a better angle, right? When I want to be fighting a southpaw, I want to be outside so I can blast my right hand, right? But as him circling away, it also makes his right head kick too far away, right?
Visuals, you can see it.
And if I'm stepping this way, now the angle of my kick is going to come a lot faster. It's a lot closer to you. And I would do, if I would have been him, is get him to slip my right hand, right? So which way you can slip? Exactly. Let him slip the right hand and bring the right kick at the same time.
Wow.
Southpaws are so good at slipping my right hand because that's my biggest weapon when I'm fighting you, right? My right hand, let him slip it. Maybe you see it a couple times. Maybe I throw my cross to his chest, get him to get his hands down, and then same time. Bang!
Oh, yeah, that's slick.
I would have been knocked out.
TJ, how come you didn't show me that when I was fighting?
You don't throw head kick. You don't throw head kick, dog.
Oh, Rampage throwing a head kick would be an amazing thing.
Hey, do y'all see that boxer that kicked that dude in the head and knocked him out?
In a fight?
In a boxing match.
Oh, no way.
He was an MMA guy fighting a boxer.
It was good.
Hey, what if I do that to Rashad? You think
With the
I lose
yellow
my boxing license?
No, you should do that.
You get some views.
So you should do
Do a
that.
head kick, it's over.
You
It's
should
over.
hit him with a head kick.
Would they take my boxing license?
Hell no.
First
You'll be
time.
fine. They'll give you an award.
Hey, who'd Rashad hit that head kick? Remember, he bent all the way over to get his leg up there, and the guy was like 4 foot tall. He barely got
he
it there.
did hit kick
Sean
some
Salmon or
stuff,
some
yeah.
shit. Like, what did he hit?
I don't know that
Bro,
guy. I remember that
he
now.
been all over here, and he got this head kick. It was like,
I threw one head kick in the fight.
Yeah?
When
What
I-
fight?
When I fought Fabio Mamba Babo.
Okay.
Who?
Maldonado.
What'd he
wait,
say?
Fabio Maldonado.
Wait, who did you fight?
Homie
I know who
beat-
Fabio Maldonado is. Who'd you fight?
That guy.
Say his name?
Fabio Maldonado had like the funniest style, dude.
He's a
fought a lot
boxer.
of
Just head straight up, hands way down, like no, like he was.
He's a good boxer.
He had fast hands.
I threw a head kick, but it went over his head,
Ah.
and I never threw another one.
Yeah,
You
you could have surprised someone.
Kicked over his head.
Hey, he beat Fedor, didn't he?
Yeah, he beat Fedor. They robbed him, but then they came back and overturned it because his people complained about it.
Nice.
Oh yeah, Sean Salmon.
Oh, he knocked him clean out.
Sleep loud.
Yeah,
He was like 4 foot tall. Though.
yeah. Who was that guy that was?
I never seen that guy again after that head kick. He kicked him
Oh,
into
Sean
retirement.
Salmon.
I called it.
That was his name, Sean Salmon.
Rashad
Wow,
kicked-
Luke.
Rashad
Good job,
kicked-
Luke. Luke's on his game today.
My
Okay,
glasses
so
ain't fogging up
TJ,
either.
light heavyweight battle. We just saw
Wait,
the slip.
Wait.
What happened?
This fight was boring, right?
It was pretty boring.
Thank you. Hey, have you ever head kicked and knock out somebody?
Yeah, that's how I won my belt the first time. Oh, and I also knocked out Hugo Viana before that.
With a head kick?
Yeah, I finished him with I rocked him and then hit him with the right hand. Joe Soto, I rocked him with the right head kick as well, defending my belt the first time, and then hit him with the left hand. Barao, I hit him with the left, and so I always like followed it up. It was like I never just like one shot, stone cold head kick knockout, right? But it was always like, yeah, it was always like opposite side. You'd rock him and then you hit him. Oh, this one here. No, this one.
So rewind.
It's Issei Tamura.
Oh, there's a knee. The knee got him too.
Yeah. So that one right there, what I was trying to do, which he bit on the fake. That's another one.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not yet.
TJ has the top 3 most successful head
here,
kick.
bink, and
career.
then bink.
Oh.
Yeah.
TJ in the UFC. I think you have top 3 best.
He tried to
successful
catch your leg.
technique
Yeah.
for head kick. Benny, you want to pull up that stat we saw the other day? TJ's one of 3 champions to. I'll pull up the stat so we say it the right way.
Damn, I didn't learn head
You
kick.
kept, yeah,
landed
you
a
was
lot
head.
of-
Yeah, you
Boom.
was head hunted.
This one is I finished this one with again a head kick and then a flurry afterwards.
Back and forth.
I see you. You throwing that. You throwing
Left
the same
hand,
side.
yeah. So like a lot of guys would be an orthodox. I would go southpaw because obviously my left kick would be the power side. Right here, boom, same thing. Throw the left hand.
How you get power on that though? I don't.
You get a. That's why. That's why I didn't like
Flexibility.
get one knockout from punching is because like I would set it up right. I'd throw a hand with it first.
Yeah, I will just throw power kicks.
Yeah.
TJ is throwing combinations. I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking try to break your arm.
What about you, Luke? You got a lot of head kick knockouts.
I really don't have that many head kick knockouts. I see a lot of setups, a couple body kicks.
I always wanted.
I head kicked Brisbane, knocked him out,
You knocked Bigsby out with a head kick.
So
and then I choked him out, woke him up, choked him out.
TJ, Alex Pereira, and Chuck Liddell are the only 3 UFC champions to have 100% KO rate in title fights. UFC
wow.
title wins. That's it.
Sweet.
And then there's only 3 other fighters who have as many head kick knockouts as TJ. And then
There's one of them's me, right?
Hell yeah.
I think you're up there with them.
Yeah, with the head kick knockouts.
I think Luke's on the list as well. So our whole table right here, we're a bunch of champions.
I heard them say in this fight, going into the 3rd round, I didn't hear the cornerman say this, but all the announcers were saying it, that Alexander's cornermen were telling him that he was up 2 rounds when he was not up 2 rounds. He was losing. It's like, so he's just like coasting in the 3rd round. It's like, man, even if you do think your fighter's up, don't tell him that. You know what I mean? Like,
Why do you think he was up though?
He was not.
Michael Uncle Live, he's gonna be a problem for the old boy champion.
I don't think so.
He can grapple though.
I mean, he needs to use it then.
I mean, this fight is just not, you know.
But these kind of like all of his
Sometimes
fights
you get
go.
boring fights though. You know, he can grapple when he knows he needs to. I've seen him.
Has he done it in a
He's
fight?
not bad.
I need to watch more.
But wait,
The only reason why I watch fights now is for the
Light heavyweight.
podcast.
So anything else that you saw from this, TJ?
No, I just unfortunately Alexander going. I mean, even though I bet against him, but circling the wrong way. You know, taking away his weapons from himself. And Magomed's got a crisp straight left. I mean, that's kind of what won him the fight, and just pressure and coming forward.
It wasn't much to talk about.
Yeah.
This fight's like it's a pass.
I see a lot of fights doing that spider kick now. They throwing that Anderson Silva kick that straight up.
Oh, snap kick.
Yeah, that's what you call it.
Mm-hmm.
I see it. I'm glad that shit wasn't around when I was fighting. I was worried about Machida doing that shit to me though.
It's like, here's a Luke's head kick. Huh?
Oh,
Oh,
let's
that
see
was
it.
in San Jose. I fought in that card.
No, this is in
I fought on this
Duluth,
card, though.
Georgia.
I fought on this card.
Yeah, no, this is
Atlanta.
Duluth.
I thought it was
Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah, TJ.
I fought on this card.
you're
This
on
is
this
when I
card.
fought-
We stayed at a hotel where Ric Flair and R. Kelly both had
right.
residency.
Yeah. Who did I fight this
that was
card?
a-
Oh, this is when I fought Mike
Oh,
Easton.
that was illegal.
That was legal.
That was
illegal.
illegal.
That was
That was
legal.
illegal.
You can kick to the body when they're on the
No,
ground.
I thought he kicked him in the head on the ground.
No.
Is this UFC?
Luke
Boom,
prided
body
himself.
shot.
What's this?
Boom.
What's the head?
Head kick.
I was thinking
Head
about
kick.
it.
Bang.
I was thinking about it.
It was like a split
I
second.
kicked that dude in the head hard.
Almost soccer kicked Burrell in the face in my title fight. Dude, it was so like I went to go throw the kick and I pulled it at the last
So
second.
we're gonna.
I hit him one of those look down, little TJ look down. You know, like
There you go.
that. I used to love that kick. You look down and then you go high. You know what I mean? You just like almost like a takedown kind of thing.
What I would do, not only the look
And I
down
split
too,
that dude's neck.
I would throw the right hand, and what Dwayne calls it is he calls it the condit, right? From Carlos Condit, because he hit GSP with it. He'd throw a right hand, he'd roll his head. I added to it, right?
Here,
But-
show us right here. The audience, the Jaxxon podcast Discord loves technique from
So
TJ.
Dwayne Ludwig's condit, right? So he'd throw a right hand, and what condit did is he kind of rolled like this and threw a left kick after, right?
That's how he knocked JSP, right?
Well, he hit St. Pierre with it. I don't think he knocked him out, but he rocked
Yeah,
him.
he rocked him.
Yeah, rocked him with it. But what I added to it is I would throw a right hand, and now when I roll, I'm going to touch like I'm doing a high crotch to his leg here. Boom. And so now it's faking here. I throw the
Oh,
kick
so they
out here,
sprawl.
right? So he's coming down as you're throwing the kick.
Yeah.
Wow. That's what I did on the Tamura. I didn't touch the leg, but I dipped like I was going to shoot and then kicked. And that's why the knee caught rather than the shin. 'Cause
Oh, you fought Tamura?
Is he Tamura?
Tapur?
No, is he Tamura?
Ilya Tapura?
No, I didn't fight Ilya Tapura, no.
No, he didn't. No, he did not.
Yeah.
Why did you think that?
I said Tamura.
The name sound the same.
Tamura.
Oh yeah.
So now we're gonna go into a very highly anticipated middleweight fight for the co-main. It was a legend, Robert Whittaker versus Khamzat Chimaev.
Yeah, let's get this.
What do we think about that?
I think, hey, bro, I love Khamzat Chimaev. He's fucking tough.
Wait, who?
Khamzat Chimaev.
Hey guys, can we get a vote if that's how we're supposed to say his name? All right, so middleweight co-main fight. We have Robert Whittaker, Khamzat Chimaev, and Rampage. I know you were very excited for this fight. Was there a reason why?
Yeah, cause how you say that? Chimaev's he's very exciting fighter. I like the way he fights. He goes for it. He goes for the kill.
He's all or nothing. No
Yeah,
doubt.
and I
He
think
goes for it.
what
he
is
goes
it?
for it.
What is it about him that you love about the way he operates, the way he fights, the way he trains, Rampage?
I just like people that want to finish fights, but you know, he's just an exciting fighter. But he goes in for the wrestling right
I thought
away.
you like
there.
strikers. You like strikers.
Yeah, I like strikers too, though. But he
What are
doesn't-
you talking about, bro?
But I don't like when they just take you down and lay on you. At least he's going for the submission or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's going. He goes and he goes.
He goes for the submission, right?
He goes and he goes, but he just burns a lot of energy. He doesn't have like a lot of composure.
He's got to be so strong.
like when he went against me, like kind of got me at the end of my
This
rounds.
was 2 months ago. This is Luke Rockhold and Khamzat Chimaev in Dubai. Where's this?
Yeah, this is in Dubai. Like a week before I fought Joe Schilling, they're like kind of try to convince me to go against him. I'm like, I had my legs all bruised up, but
Was this
Chimaev, like he went for a leg lock to start the match. It was kind of weird, and then he quit on an armbar after trying to I let him kind of go through a series of submissions and go after me, and then he couldn't get the armbar, so he just quit and stopped. And it was kind of a little bit disappointed. I was a little disappointed because I was just waiting to come around. You know,
was this training or was this a match?
This was he showed up as a guest guy for the show. It was like a Russian version of Ultimate Fighter.
Oh, okay.
And so they convinced him to come on, and they were like, "We want to see you guys grapple." And I was like, "Fuck, all right." And we finally we agreed to do it. No, I was like, "Dude, we should get paid. We get $100,000 each." And but he was kind of convinced, and he kind of sucked me in last minute to do it after we were training, and I expected we'd go up on our feet and we'd start on our feet, but then he pulled guard and went for a leg lock to start the game. I was like,
he looked very aggressive.
Yeah, he looked like he was really trying to hurt you in front of everybody.
He was trying, and then he couldn't get the arm bar, and then he gave up. And that was like, all right. I was like, I'm gonna let you do your thing, go after all these things, and then I got a fight in a week. I got a real fight in a week, a kickboxing fight. So I'm not gonna risk my injury. Right. But at the end, he couldn't get the arm bar, and so he gave up on the arm bar. When I was like, okay, I wasn't ready to. I was ready to start giving a little. But hey,
you're ready to give him what?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
No, he's tough though.
You don't do.
Hey,
Chimaev
he's very
strong.
He's very, very strong. He's got great position. But if he can't get what he's looking for, there's gonna be a big fucking problem for Chimaev. You saw that with Usman. He broke. And against Usman is Usman's good. This other guy is bigger and he's better on the ground. If he's gonna fight for the title and he can't get it done, you know what I mean? The composure of a champion, that's when it's really gonna come. We're gonna get to see how he grows. He's a young fighter, he's growing. We'll get to see who he is. But that tenacity and that volume he puts out, you can't keep that up.
Do we all agree that if Usman would have had a full camp, he probably would have won that fight against Chimaev?
I'm not gonna.
It was only a 3-round fight, right?
Yeah, but he took it on short notice, didn't he?
Yeah, super short. Yeah.
I mean, if it was a 5-round fight in that same thing, I give Usman going to win.
I think if Usman would have won if he had a full camp.
If it was a fight,
I think Usman's insane.
No. If it was a 5-round fight, Usman was on the way to winning the fight.
Yeah,
sure.
already.
He lost 2 rounds, but he won the third. He would have, probably.
And I also think,
but every fight's different.
Usman's an amazing champion with crazy experience. And I think, I want to see Chimaev go the distance and fight someone like that again. Anyway. Now, do we think his ranking going from 10, 11, 12, 13, do we think that's going to get moved up?
He's going to be number one contender for sure.
He's going to be number one contender.
Rampage, you were recently on Usman's podcast. How was that? You were talking about you and Luke Rockhold in a strip
club. I know. He brought up some shit, man, Luke did 10 years ago. I don't even remember. I must have been drinking that night.
We were drinking.
All right, real quick, we got Eric Nixick. He FaceTimed in.
Damn,
we got
dog.
Rockhold.
Hey, a redhead's got to go a red hat.
What's up?
What the hell?
Fuck yeah.
How you doing?
Look good.
Hey, we were talking about Dan Ige's incredible performance. Obviously, he gassed out a little bit, but he looked phenomenal. We were talking about you as a phenomenal coach in Extreme Couture. Anything you want to talk about the fight?
It's hard to talk about right now just because I know what Dan's capable of. You guys are right. He did kind of gas himself out after that flurry in round 1, trying to look for the finish. It's kind of hard to say. I know Luke and the boys will all kind of agree with me. It's you want to be calculated, but you also want to have some chaos within that finish. And once he couldn't get that finish, I think he just kind of gassed his arms out, completely took round 2 off. After watching it back, I kind of felt embarrassed, jumping on his ass the way that I did. But the guy wasn't better than Dan anywhere.
Oh, I was praising you. I was praising you for jumping on his ass. I knew that he wasn't not trying hard, but I just knew that he had more in him, and you could see that, right? So you could see that frustration because that he should have won that fight. I'm saying it day in and day out. He should have won that fight. I didn't know if it was maybe overtraining, that he was overtrained for the fight, or if it was just that adrenaline dump from going too hard in the first round.
Yeah, Bear was saying he wanted to jump on that ass too.
Yeah, I think it was honestly, and I'm not trying to make excuses for him, but like, dude, the climate out there was so weird. Like Felder and I were training all week. You know, Felder's doing triathlons and stuff. And the first time like Felder and I hit pads, he's like, dude, I'm gassed. You know, and then I could see a lot of guys were kind of gassing. And that's not typical of Dan. Dan doesn't gas out. So,
I know.
Is it hot?
With that being
Yeah,
said,
super
man,
hot.
it's like I look at everything and what we could do better. There are some areas I think that like during fight week, maybe we shouldn't have gone surfing or maybe we shouldn't have done this. I don't know, man. But when you lose, you have to go back and critique everything within the entire camp. And it was a close fight, but it shouldn't have been a close fight. You guys saw the fight. Man.
Yeah.
It should not have been close.
He almost won with being completely gassed out. I'm curious, when did you guys get there? Did you go early? Did you go just a week of?
Yeah. No, he got there. He got there early, like 10 days. So I was in Saudi Arabia with Francis, and then he left. He left that. I think he got there like 10 days, 11 days early. So he had plenty of time to acclimate.
Yeah.
You know, but honestly, I think it really had to do with an adrenaline dump.
Yeah, had to
trying
be.
to get the finish at the end of the first round. You know.
Where
But the game plan was spot on, man. It was put this guy on his back foot, put him up against the corner post to beat his fucking ass. You know, and
You
score
did what?
takedowns when we can, because Dan can wrestle. You know, so I don't know, man. It was. I'm heartbroken for him because like I look at the fight and I'm like, dude, this guy was not better than Dan anywhere. You know, we didn't get the fight. It just sucks.
I was thinking Dan's like he's had a rough couple of fights that have been really close and he's lost. You know what I mean? Like so. Maybe he went in there with like a little bit of pressure to finish, you know, and put it upon himself to like try to get out there and really put himself back in the winning circle. And it was just a little too much too early. Besides that,
No, I agree.
too much pressure.
I agree, man. And then watching back the fight too, like I know he hit him with the left hook, but then like watching it back again, I was like, damn, Dan rolled a hook and threw a hook, like and not a lot of people get up after Dan hits him with the left hook. So you know, credit to Lauren Murphy, man. He came back and did what he had to do to win round 2 and 3. You know, round 3 was so freaking close. I just wish we had more ride time with damage. You know.
Hey, nigga, sick. We just got one question. What is that dude? Was that dude related to Eddie Murphy?
Which one?
The guy, Dan Ige fought. Was he related to Eddie Murphy?
He'd be way cooler if he was.
It'd be a whole lot cooler if you were.
Coach Nick Sick, we love you. We appreciate you, brother. Phenomenal coach.
Hey, what do you think about that ground and pound though by Francis, huh?
Hey,
Great, incredible.
Hey, Francis just made us all proud, bro. He came in and he put the work on that boy. Showed everybody why he's the baddest man on the planet. Congrats on that, coach.
Yeah, proud of him, man.
What's next for Francis?
Lifted off his shoulders.
What's next for Francis? Is it MMA or boxing?
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. He hasn't really said. I mean,
Whatever the
honestly,
fuck he
guys,
wants.
That's a great problem to have.
And it was like he won a title, and it didn't even feel like he won a title. It was just like, you know, he did that for his son. He could have left the belt in the ring and it wouldn't have mattered, like on the cage. It was like, just let's get the fuck out of here. So I think he just wanted to get that fight over with and then you know, move on to the next.
Hey, congrats on all your success, coach, and everything you're doing, especially making us proud. And congrats on Extreme Couture being
appreciate you guys.
the Jaxxon
Love you guys.
Podcast
Thanks for all the
2024
support,
Gym of the
man.
Year and the award. So we appreciate that, and we appreciate all the love you let us do by coming in there and take that thing over with the brand new mats, the rings, the cages.
No, I appreciate you guys, man. Thanks for all the love and support.
Okay.
All right, take
Later,
care, brother.
Coach. Ciao.
All right, man. Talk soon.
Nick Sick? Is that what you said?
Nigga sick. That nigga sick. Hey, how does Whitaker get his teeth?
His teeth pushed in.
smashed
I
in.
think he's got to have his teeth must have been loose already or something.
Something's wrong with his lower jaw.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it must have already been hurt.
because it was like instantly.
Yeah.
You know, like-
The pressure didn't even really go across, it looked like.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was
Yeah,
that.
have we got a follow-up video from that? From like seeing where Whitaker's with the diagnosis
He
is?
said that I heard an interview him
'Cause they
saying that
look
he's had
weird.
messed up teeth since he was a kid, and his teeth kind of got pushed in the Dricus fight as well, and he doesn't think it has healed all the way.
In terms of Khamzat Chimaev's wrestling, Luke, I understand you did go against him over here when you were filming the show. What was the name of the show, by the way?
It was
HFC?
HFC fight show.
HFC?
Yeah, how did that go?
hardcore fight show. They're big out in Russia. But Chimaev's he's good, man. He's got a great position, and he's hitting every angle. But Whitaker's very good too, man. He was diagnosing every attack, and he was exiting clearly. He just didn't have, from a guy that doesn't grow up wrestling, he's doing pretty damn good.
And is there anything that you saw on Whitaker? I mean, there wasn't much he could do at this point once they went down to the floor.
I would just ride the cage more. Like he's waiting too much right there. You got a knee slide. What a lot of guys don't understand is a knee slide. A knee slide is one of the biggest things to create space when the guy's like behind your back. You knee slide, you create space, and then you bring your hips up and you ride the cage and you use the cage as like a teammate almost. People they don't use the cage enough.
I'm gonna tell you, it's very frustrating fighting people like Slut Shemaya. That's always on you and stuff like that.
This is relentless,
Right now, we got the final main event. We got Max Holloway, Ilya Topuria. How do you say it, Rampage?
Yeah.
How do you say it?
Topuria.
What?
Topuria.
Is that correct, TJ?
Yeah.
Luke, is that correct?
I said it right.
Before we go into the finals, we also have a very special guest. We got Bobby Green in the house. And then I also wanted to pull up this video of Conor McGregor, what he said he would do if he ever saw Ilya Topuria.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Green!
Let's go. Bro, that was like Superman. He changed fast, bro.
Oh my God, get in there, Bobby. Bobby, you look phenomenal.
You know what I mean? I'm making, I look better than you in your own shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, we were supposed to be Mad Max. And he coming out look like a fucking pirate, village people. He don't want to look like Mad Max. I look like Rashad Evans.
Oh shit! You look like Francis with the old dreads when he back
Oh my God!
Oh, damn.
He said you big. Oh my God! He said,
That's not what he said.
that's what he said.
He said I look like Francis Ngannou.
No, he said you look like a big Francis.
What was the old movie with Andre the Giant and Dave Chappelle and all them old niggas in it? What was it? Robin Hood and Tights? Is it?
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
We look like we could be on some shit like that right now.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Grab
Taptura.
him with a scruff of the chest and slap that little nose off him, yeah? Little ding dong with he is, yeah? I'm fucking Spanish. I'm in my bed, bro, yeah? I'm in my bed at the bare knuckle stall and let's see what's what. We're bouncing the yoke, have a bare knuckle. Yeah, little Pharaoh.
Is he coked out?
No.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. I was gonna say it. I was waiting.
Hey, what is he doing? But what is he doing?
He's live streaming. He's on a live stream.
So that's Conor McGregor talking about what he would do if he saw Ilya. What do you think about that, Rampage?
Yeah, but okay, let me dissect this. So he's doing live streaming. Is that? Why is Conor McGregor doing live?
He's
streaming?
doing a live stream betting company.
Probably he's got paid a
Getting
fucking
paid, you know what I mean?
bag.
Getting
Yeah,
paid.
yeah.
So they got sloppy drunk Connor on there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he
They
didn't.
did a breakdown and bro, it gets way bizarre than like really crazy.
It's 20 minutes.
Did you watch it?
He get off the stream, he come back. I think he hit some shit. Like
Yeah.
he hit this shit, come back on him, like you know.
Hey, I'm a big fan of Conor, but right there, he was on some shit right there.
Yeah,
No,
he was having a great
no.
time.
Connor's an
He was
athlete.
having a great time.
Connor's an athlete, Rampage.
Conor like
Stop
that
it.
nose candy. We all know
Conor
this.
does not do any of that.
We
Connor's a
all
champion.
know Conor like that nose candy.
Luke, what do you think?
What is this shit
don't
like?
know
Is
what
it
you
that
talking
good?
I ain't never tried it.
I ain't never fucked with it either.
I bet Bear does. I bet. What is it
I
like?
never drank. I never smoked. Why are you stressing out right now? We started talking about nose candy. You're having a freaking panic attack.
Bear blow his nose and pink shit came out. I don't know what.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
man, he
You ever tried the nose
Tootsie.
candy?
Tootsie.
TJ, you ever tried the nose candy?
Nah.
Okay, I believe it. Have you ever tried it though?
I'll keep this shit real. I tried it one time.
Was you talking like that?
And I was around with this one girl, and I thought I was gonna fuck. So it was like when I was young, and I thought like, "Fuck it, this is what we gotta do." Fucking, I'll do the shit with her. But I didn't feel shit. Like you just felt some stupid shit in the back of your
Did
throat.
you-
That
did
shit
you-
was dumb.
did you still
And then
fuck?
I didn't get no pussy. So I was like, man, this shit was lame. You know what I mean?
Because you couldn't get pussy.
No, I was a young fuck. This was before the fighting and all the shit had popping. You know, when you was just trying to
That's what they
sneak
call
in
that
the
drip.
room.
That's why they say that drip. You feel a drip. That's why they say.
Yeah, they said that in the back of your throat. They got a drip or some shit.
Watch a fight.
He don't change the subject.
Man.
You don't wear this hat if you don't like stuff.
Okay, we're going in the main event. Ilya Topuria versus
So
Max Holloway.
What you seeing in there?
Right
I
here,
love his
Bobby.
boxing, man. I love Toporia's boxing. I love his front frame. You know what I mean? He comes in with that high frame, so he's fighting someone a little bit longer than him because he knows Max has got that great jab, and so he's going to bring in that, try to close the distance with that front frame. I think he's got some of the best technique in the whole UFC. You know?
I was waiting to say this. I've been saying in the comments. I don't know if nobody pays attention or not. I'll be saying in the comments. I say TJ is one of the best minds, like,
Oh, fuck, man.
to
Appreciate
be on
that.
this shit, bro. Like, I don't know if you know it or not, but this your new little shit.
Oh,
You know
thanks,
what I mean?
man.
Since we ain't in the cage, fuck what you doing next. Bro, this is your shit.
Yeah, well, he should be
And
like.
I'll be like, bro, he got one of the
all
best
agree.
voices for this
Yeah.
shit.
We
Bro.
all
Thanks,
agree.
man.
The way
Means
you
a
break
lot.
the fighters down, the way you be doing your shit, I really like your shit. You know what I
Appreciate
mean?
that, dude. Thank
Real
you.
shit, bro.
You think about going to commentating or anything like
No.
that? You don't. It's
I don't
boring.
want to. I don't want to travel on the road like that, and I don't feel like they get paid enough, anyways. You know,
They get paid.
They don't get shit.
They don't get shit. I don't know.
No, TJ is
I don't
building
know either shit.
I'm building my own
huge
company.
Unless you're
multi-million
Joe
dollar
Rogan.
company.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Unless
TJ's
you're
got a
Joe
brand
Rogan.
named Wild Society. It's in 400 sprouts right now, and he did that in less than 3 months. The company's booming. I saw the business P&L. TJ Rich
Damn,
Oh, shit.
TJ gonna be on a yacht somewhere in a couple like 2 years. We ain't
talking
gonna
about
be able to
Ilya
get- yeah.
Taktura.
doing live streams, dressed like this, dude.
What do we think about Max Holloway and the durability of this guy becoming a legend in his 20s? He's still fighting at the highest caliber and coming in there and kind of just throwing hands with one of the best in the UFC right now.
What did you just say? What did you just? Legend in his 20s?
Yeah, the guy literally-
Max Holloway, legend in his 20s?
Yeah, he
Max-
became a
Max-
legend in his 20s without a doubt.
Became
If
a
you don't
legend.
agree with that,
I know, you're going back and forth.
I would
think
call
he
Max.
He's in his 30s now. Right?
Yeah.
I think he was 19 when he got
but he
in the
was
UFC.
already in his 20s. He was a legend. You don't agree with that?
Yeah, no, he's a legend. He's been a legend for a long time. But now he's a legend.
If you're not a Max Holloway fan, you're crazy.
Because that's
man.
the
you know what I
whole
mean?
point.
Like you gotta
I
like
feel
Max.
I feel like he was throwing some shade
Yeah,
over there. for a
Yeah,
second.
Luke, what do you
I
like,
know.
Luke, what's
Luke,
wrong?
he's doing no
What?
shade and shit.
You were a
Man,
champion
he's been a
too.
legend.
Everybody has a belt.
BMF, you know what I mean? Been a legend.
Why a legend in his 20s? A legend
Because most fighters,
okay, I
it
agree
takes
with you. I
them.
agree with you
I don't
saying.
know why we-
I agree with you
No,
saying.
most
I agree with you
fighters
saying,
take them a while to
Yeah,
become.
I feel it. I feel it.
Like, he was a legend.
I'm just saying legend, period.
Still a legend in his 30s.
We're not trying to do all that.
I don't
I'm just
understand.
saying legend, period.
Like-
Yes, but to
he-
become a
he-
legend in your 20s, showing the durability of this guy's career, he was already one of the best to do it. He's still fighting, and he's in his 30s. He's already been a name for a long time, and he did all that while he was in his 20s still.
So we can't ask him. He's out of this discussion. What y'all see? What was the hole? Did you see the hole?
Oh man,
You saw it. What was it?
The hole with-
the missing recipe. I want to
for Holloway.
Yeah. What got him where he lost? I felt like he was doing great.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
I think he got too
And so
comfortable.
We all break it down. Too comfortable.
I think he got too comfortable with the second round. He started piecing him up, right? He's using his distance. He had a great jab. He's hammering him jabbing. And Max a volume guy, right? And his volume was working. He gets better and better as the fight goes on. And I think when it got into the third round, he got a little bit comfortable. And Toporia's fast as fuck. He did that slapping hook to get his hands away from his face with that overhand right. And then it changed everything after that. Right
I'm gonna tell you what I
do you
felt.
think?
I felt those calf kicks like crept up on him, right? And it distracted him a little bit. And then when he got rocked with that overhand, he never really recovered from that. That's when you're supposed to bring your hands up and get your time back, and he never did that.
Okay.
I think,
What about you?
I mean, I'm seeing him stand in front of him too much. He's especially with that right hand kept coming over the top. He's not circling off. He's not moving. He really got comfortable, and because he believes his boxing is the best. But Topuria is different. Man.
I was waiting for somebody.
He's got too much power, but look at him. He's standing right in front of him. He's on this fight line. He needs to be circling away from that right hand. Even with that, Topuria's got a fucking sick left hook. So it's like you got to pick your poison, but. You know, it's a tough fight.
No, he did. He did fine through all that.
He was circling good in the first couple of rounds, but I said he got comfortable in the third round. He got comfortable standing in front of him because he's picking him apart. Like,
Okay, this is my breakdown.
yeah.
Everything was going pretty good, but it's the jab. The jab versus Ilya's right hand. Boom.
Right there, yeah.
The
Over
right
top,
hand.
over the top.
You called it. And so you said a little bit about the right hand too, but you were talking about the finish. I'm trying to say
I'm
he
talking
didn't
the
catch
finish.
on. A couple of rounds I kept saying like, oh, he's timing that same jab because you're busting with the jab, but he's also catching on. You can't keep using the same weapon too many times. Where he now made the adjustment. He started the same time as you go jab. Same time the guy over the top and hit him, and that's how he caught him.
Well, you know,
he did a couple times though,
Yeah.
but I didn't see Max not reading like, hey, he keeps trying to come over the top over that jab, and that's what I was seeing.
Oh,
the
yeah,
issue
yeah.
was he didn't
Yeah,
change
okay,
that part of it.
Yeah, I understand
And then they
exactly what
caught
you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying right there. But the thing that got Max. Cause I thought Max was doing okay, even though he was getting that leg kick, that calf kick was hurting him.
Yeah.
You remember he tried to switch to southpaw just for a little bit. No, that calf kick was hurting him. I think it was breaking him down a little bit because mentally you're gonna be thinking about it, and you're not gonna stick to your guns wherever you stick it to, right? You got to worry about, man, this guy going to calf kick me a couple more times.
I don't think it bothered him.
It bothered him.
I think he just tried to adjust.
It bothered
like because it's doing those like, he just kind of catch me off the jab and I'm heavy on that leg, so it gives that look of how much. Yeah. But I'm gonna just change the philosophy where I keep giving you that leg. Let me just switch it up.
It gets you thinking about it when you're back, because same thing happened to me with Forrest Griffin. That calf kick, it gets you thinking about it. It gets you out of your mindset, your game. But the one thing I see that he did really wrong was when he got hit with the overhand and it rocked him. And that's when you got to cover up before you fight back. You got to cover up.
Look, he threw the jab 2-3 times. All right, now he's on it. He's aware of it. And look, he's gonna go off that jab.
He slaps him with that.
Here comes to the jab.
That hook and hits the right hand.
Are you giving me the jab? You give me the look.
More kicks up the middle too.
Give me the look again. You gave me the look twice. You okay? I'm gonna catch you sooner or later. And he just kept trying to get it over him. Trying to look, there it is. Trying to get it over him.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And he's got to catch on. Like, oh, that's his move. He's trying. Now I need to make the adjustment. Either I'm going to switch stance to keep you stop coming over the top on that end. What is the adjustment are you going to make to that? Because that's going to land sooner or later. And I kept reading. I'm like, oh, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, Topuria is so nasty. He's so
heavy.
balanced. He's so balanced. He's got so much power on both sides. He's coming forward.
See how many jabs he's throwing? It's only a matter of time before I figure, are you going to throw a jab next? Pow.
One thing I like about Topuria, he's very confident, bro. He's very confident.
That's where a lot of his power comes from, right? That self-belief.
TJ, last time you were here,
he's real powerful.
He's got so much base.
Last time you were here, we watched one of Ilya's sparring videos and like training with pads, and you were talking about things you like with certain style pad holders and things you don't like, but you were talking about how crisp Ilya's boxing is.
Yeah, he could be a boxer. Like legitimate, I feel like he could be an actual boxer. I think he's the best boxer that's been in the UFC cage, in my opinion, technique-wise.
I see so. I say
he's really
thing.
tight.
I said the same thing last.
See how he's going left, going left.
Yeah.
What is it? And TJ, for the audience, for people who don't understand fighting as well as you guys are all elite fighters. What is it about his boxing that makes it so crisp or makes it so evident that it's the best?
He makes you miss with the littlest movements, right? He doesn't have to get like dramatic, and he keeps his weight underneath him, right? His feet are always perfectly underneath him. He can throw power at any time, and he makes you miss just by a little bit. See how he's got his head motion just a little bit off the line. You throw a jab, he slips it.
He's doing it
got
right
that right hand.
there. That slide two. Look, he's aiming for it.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Look, he's looking for his two.
So it's the vision.
You see where he cut him off too? You see where he cut? He don't chase. He cuts him off.
Yep.
And he rotates. He throws combinations, big, powerful combinations. He's not just throwing these 1-2s. He's coming back on the third and the fourth.
Yeah.
Even the fifth
with
sometimes.
That nasty hook after. He throws that
so
right,
balanced.
and I'm coming nasty hook after.
The balance is so centered. He can throw it all.
And it's crazy this homeboy's got great jits too.
Wrestling. Do you see him wrestle? You see him take that?
Yeah, he got good ground game
takedown?
too. Yeah, he got a good ground game too.
He's well
nasty. Yeah, he's well
Very
rounded.
good, yeah.
Hard to see him losing.
He's got some submission finishes.
Yep. He went with Bryce. He beat Bryce Mitchell.
Head
and I was
arm choke
on the ground. I was like, interesting. Okay.
Yep.
They brought in Volk after this fight in terms of who they're trying to position to be the next fight for Ilya. I thought it was going to be Diego Lopez. Do you guys agree with that rematch?
I mean, Volk was so good at so long. Yeah, no, you're good, man. Volk was good for so long, right? He's on top for so long. I would have liked to see Diego in there as well, too, but I still think that Diego can get better, right? Diego's so young. He's on the rise right now. I think he can get better before he fight. I don't want him to fight Ilya too soon before he's as sharp as he should be and then lose a fight and then have to work his way all the way back up again,
broken.
right?
Be broken too. I mean, you can't throw a kid in there too early with a guy like that.
Yeah,
he never comes back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I think it's the right choice.
But even then, I still think it's the money we're talking about. We're talking about all of Sydney, all Australia, all that stuff over there. Those guys are going to come in and support that. We're talking about money. And so even if they felt that was the best move, you can't pass up on that money. He's a fucking sale.
Yeah.
What do you think, Rampage? Do you think Diego's ready for this fight with Ilya? Or do you think Volk getting the rematch with Ilya is what the UFC should be doing?
Honestly, I would rather see Diego fight him because we already saw Volk fight him. Mm-hmm. That's me as a fan.
We were all at that fight together.
Yeah.
What we want and what the business is going to do. I'm talking about business-wise. We're gonna make our money.
Well, you think Volk is a bigger pay-per-view sale than Lopez?
I think business wise, you let Diego do another fight, build himself even bigger.
Yup, that's what I'm saying.
You let
he's got Mexico
the
behind
aura
him.
of both fighters build. I mean, it's hard to believe seeing Volk come back and beat Topuria, but he does deserve it. He's a fucking legend. He's won more fights than anybody. He dominated Max 3 times. Motherfucker deserves it.
And then suppose Volks wins. Then I'll put Diego way back.
Yeah, no shit.
And then I got to do a trilogy.
Yeah, no shit.
You're right. So how you think Diego do against Topuria?
I think Topuria is just clean. I think he's better in every position right now. But I mean, Diego's got power, dog. And we're in a crazy sport, right? Like anything can fucking happen.
How's he striking though?
Who, Diego?
Yeah.
He's great. He's got fucking lunchbox for hands, dude. He's got some power in him. Like some of those small punches, little rabbit punches he lands are dropping people. He's got some power.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Volk's history and you look at everything they have going on, I mean, it's pretty simple to see that it would be probably one of the biggest money fights for the UFC, having Volk get that match and then having the next fight being, like what Luke said, a big Diego card, because Diego's name could get built a lot bigger.
Did Volk beat Max, or Max beat Volk?
Volk beat Max.
How? Decisions,
yeah.
Yeah, he beat him twice, right?
I thought Max won one of those fights, though.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too. But at the same time, so you make Diego wait, you shoot him off in September for the Noche thing. You know, now you got something huge, got a champion or a challenger. Now it's got something presentable, you know? That's what I think they do in terms of business.
Yep, they'll build them up.
Yep.
What do you guys think right now in terms of the champions in the UFC? Do you guys think it's a pretty strong, dominant championship group right now?
I think Topuria is leading the pack. I mean, Pereira, Topuria, some good champs.
What about the argument that Dana
Still
White
forgetting
keeps having?
Islam.
Yeah, what about the argument with the...
current people.
He's saying all the champs, right? He's saying all the champs.
Yeah.
Islam's my boy. He's fucking.
Yeah. He's holding it down. Yeah.
One thing right now, we see a lot of debate right now, and Dana White's getting a lot of flack that he's not appreciating the rankings and the listings for pound, them having John Jones at 3, Alex at 2, Islam at 1. He thinks it's crazy. Ilya's now at 4. What do you guys think of the pound for pound? Let's start with you, TJ.
Well, he's been complaining about it, right? Because
He's taking it over?
Yeah, it's he's been saying the reporters have been doing it. They don't know their shit. So I don't see how you don't have John Jones number 1.
That body got him.
Yeah, but the overhand, you see the overhand, he's
mixing over and coming under, over and then hooking up. So it's hard to adjust when you think body now is coming up here now.
Yeah.
God,
he still rocked from that right hand. He's
sure
he's
he
not
was,
covering
yeah.
up.
Yeah,
you got to buy the time.
He was hurt. He was hurt from that right hand.
Yeah.
That other one was the finish shot.
Right. You got to buy that time, guys. You got to cover up and let them punch themselves out. Body, okay, yeah, you block it, but not that many people get dropped in MMA and body shot. It happens, but not that many like boxing. You got to cover up, man. Your body ain't hurt. You got to cover up when you get rocked.
I mean, seeing Max like that, Max is one of the toughest guys the UFC has probably ever seen. Seeing him go down like that,
I wasn't happy about that.
It's an era. We just witnessed like an era kind of falling
passing,
away.
Passing away.
Passing to the guard. I mean, it is crazy though, the shows and the battles Max has been putting on. And like I said, all due respect, the guy is a legend. I think we all know that. But watching this new generation, I mean, it seems like the UFC is trying their hardest to position the next stars. And they're definitely doing it against big fights.
Evolution, you know? That's how it goes. The younger guys come in, the older guys step out, and that's how it goes.
Yeah, I put money on Max. I was hoping he was going to win. I was hoping Max was going to get it done just
That's
with
why
volume
you bet with
and
me
distance.
and Rampage and Keurig.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Just saying that I love Max, but
Yeah.
Poirier was the man in this
Yeah.
fight. You know, it was hard to see him losing this fight. He's just so soft.
But did you figure that Topuria is going to win?
Yeah, I figured Topuria was going to win.
He said it when he got it.
I didn't put him in my parlay, right? Because I didn't believe in it to the fullest. I did a parlay that I did 6 fights, and then I put Max against Topuria on their own, just head up.
You can bet with him. You can bet with me.
All right, hey, before we go, first of all, I gotta say, Bobby Green, it's great to have you in here.
Hell yeah.
Before we leave, I wanted TJ. Here's the pound for pound top ranking list right now for the UFC. Islam at 1, Alex at 2, John Jones at 3, Ilya at 4, Bilal Muhammad at 5, and DDP at 6. You agree with that?
I put John Jones 1.
Still,
Yeah,
you agree with Dana White,
I do.
and that is because what?
He's just been generationally on top for the longest time, you know, like in who he's beaten. Maybe he hasn't been as active as of recent, but we're talking about pound for pound from all time, and he's been on the list for so long.
Yeah.
You know.
What about you, Bobby Green? You like this list?
It's not bad, but I think the issue is, like you said, I feel like we get nowadays where nowadays we win next Saturday, you're the best.
Yeah.
They put you at the top of the list. It's the new thing. It's the new guys, the new kid, or it's the new whoever comes up. And so I think that we should still have the what's the word I want to use? That like you still hold your weight. You know, that guy's never been defeated. He's fought everybody. And it shouldn't be right for you guys to just come in because that guy's fighting now. He's the new cool kid. It's like, nah. Just because I had some injuries, shit happens.
Yep.
Hey, what's next for you though? When you fighting again?
I'm looking about it right now. I was just talking to Dana and stuff. You know, I was like, hey, you know, if Trump wins, we should do a show for Trump and shit. You know, like Florida and shit.
You want to fight for Trump?
In Florida?
Yeah.
Wait, you're a Trump fan, Bobby?
Yeah. What you mean?
What do you love about Trump?
I can tell you a couple of things. One. Ain't no president ever put no money in no black person's pocket. I got a check and I was like, it said Donald Trump on it. I was like, okay, I'm fucking with him. He put some money in my pocket. Black people was living off them checks. A little $1,200 here, $2,400 here. Black people was living by that. And then like, my boy, he out here right now, my best friend and shit. His daddy got out of jail. He was hollering Trump. Trump let me out. Trump let me out. You know, he been in jail for 30 years, you know? And so he freed some of our people. I'm with that. He let Kodak Black go. So he fuck with niggas too. And it's policies. Like, I don't want to just sound like that guy who don't actually study. I actually study policy and blah, blah, blah. And so I think it's going to be best for the future, you know?
Bobby, you
Trump
comedian,
2024.
yet intelligent. One of the best I've ever heard, Bobby. Hey, Rampage, what do you think? What do you think?
What,
That's a good way to wrap
Yeah.
it
by politics?
Yeah.
I fuck with Trump.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's the new thing.
Why is
Niggas
that?
is coming out.
Oh, Bobby, you got everybody feeling good.
I've always been a fan of Trump.
What, is there any reason why?
Man, you know what I like about him? He ain't no politician and you can't buy him, man.
I was just going to say that.
You can't buy him. That's
Trump
why
put me on his social media.
Man.
I woke up one day and had like 50 calls. I was like, what the fuck? And it was like, the president put you on this fucking shit when he was president. And he put a video of me and my dad out and shit. I was like, what the fuck? That's pretty crazy.
Whoa.
Wait, what do you mean? I didn't. What was the reason?
And I guess at the time we were dealing with COVID and stuff, and at the time we were having the what is the shit called the Black Lives Matter.
Oh yeah.
And so at the time my dad is white and stuff, and so I was expressing to him like I don't see colors, I see people, all this stuff. Everybody matters. You're not saying that black people don't matter. I'm saying everyone matters, and we should listen to everyone and come together with all this fighting and looting and shit like that. And so he put it out there. And I was like,
That's
he
fun.
fucked with me.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Hats off to that. I think that's like the biggest thing is this year. If we can go into the election, everybody can understand that we all matter. Let's take care of the USA first. Let's
USA
make sure
first, America first.
Everybody in our country is fed. Everybody in our country is safe. LA's a zoo right now. The way people are just getting shot left and right.
Yeah,
I mean, even the other day, one of our good friends of the podcast and the brand, you know, Miguel, he's the owner of Self-Made. He was violently shot with his wife. Yeah. And he was violently shot with his wife, and we don't know if he's gonna make it or not. I think he's still in the hospital.
I'm sorry.
Over a watch, yeah. And it's like
Over
and
a
this
watch?
guy, and this guy, that's what I've heard. And the guy owns, all the self-made gyms. Incredible for the community. Loves jujitsu. Big fan of Leo Vera and Checkmat. He actually DM'd me a few days before with Twitch asking if he could get some of the Santo Studio Checkmat gear. So it's like, and the dude did what? Just try, is at a red light, and they follow him to
I'm
try to
hearing
steal
LA
watch.
is bad right now.
We need more support, man. Trump.
Yeah.
Trump is the only way that we're going to get any kind of balance and we'll come back. With
Bro,
it.
if y'all,
The
I don't know
police,
if y'all paying attention, man, but we almost about to go into World War III.
They say this
Where?
is the most important election like of all time.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
You know?
You didn't know that?
You think we're gonna go to World War III?
Man, we about to go because Iran, they over there fighting, bro. They
Oh
sending
yeah, the
missiles.
Iran-Israel thing is
And that was
going
another
crazy.
thing. It's like, I don't ever want to sound sexist or anything, but when we talk about in terms of war and worldly
You about
issues,
to sound
we got a
sexist.
woman, and they're not gonna.
You about
they're
to
not-
sound-
I don't want to. I don't want to sound it,
sexist.
but
he said with all due respect.
I'm gonna keep the shit real.
Say with all due respect.
Hey,
Yeah.
before I get disrespectful, you know, it's gonna be disrespect. So I said all due respect.
Yeah.
you know. But it's like we gotta look at their leaders. They're not gonna respect a woman, you know. And what we're gonna go to war because they don't respect us. Behind that,
He got a
It's
point
like,
right there, but
you
hey,
know?
I don't want to sound racist, but y'all niggas be crazy. You can't start about. I don't want to sound sexist, but we got to get a woman.
Wait.
When you said y'all niggas, did you mean me and this nigga?
Yeah.
Okay, this nigga sure.
All right.
This nigga sure.
Wait.
I wasn't sure. I was talking about black people in general.
No.
Or me and my nigga.
Both y'all niggas.
Wait, do you agree with that?
What? Nah, no, he got a good point.
He got a good point?
No,
What-
I don't want to sound sexist, but he do got a good point because, come on, we've been to the Middle East and stuff. They don't respect women and
Yeah,
stuff
we're
like
talking
that.
about world war now. I'm
World,
not
yeah.
talking
A lot
about
of
some
countries
stuff
don't.
in America and how we feel about America. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the men and what they view it in the world-wise.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Other countries don't respect women, and
You're
America.
gonna try to tell us to back down and tell us stop?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, America, like we on that equal rights kick and stuff right now.
Mm-hmm.
Other countries, they ain't with that shit.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean-
another thing why I like Trump. Trump's trying to put like some of that stuff, shut it down a little bit, you know? So like in the Olympics and stuff, you know? Like that's something's a little excessive, you know? When we're talking about sports and athletes, especially I care about women, you know? And I don't want to see women get hurt where like the whole Fox girl, whatever, that she was wrecking people. You know, that
I
little
don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
whatever
the boxer.
thing?
The boxer.
Yeah.
That was a-
MMA
Oh,
she
yeah,
beat,
yeah,
she
yeah,
beat,
She was destroying girls.
She beat an Italian woman boxer, but they don't know if it was a woman or
No,
a guy,
no,
right?
they said
No.
she was a woman.
I'm talking about the
Oh, the MMA,
fighter.
the MMA
Yeah,
fighter.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
destroying
Oh,
them.
yeah.
I'll
Yeah, I
pull
seen
that
her
up
beat
real
up
quick.
some
Oh,
girls,
yeah. I'm
you know?
against that shit. I got 2 daughters.
Yeah.
I'm against that shit.
Yeah, I mean Joe Rogan talked about that as well.
The
About-
best podcaster?
What happened?
The best podcaster talked about it.
Yeah,
best
Joe
podcast.
Rogan. But hey, you see how he
Yeah.
gets all excited, Bobby? He gets all excited.
He hates that Joe Rogan's the best podcaster.
You say that, you sound high, brother, and I know you don't smoke. So what is it that you're on?
Bro, he's so
I'm
jealous
the
of-
one who told you, let's build a podcast because I love Joe Rogan's podcast, and that is the inspiration to everything we do here.
Did you see Trump on his podcast?
Yeah,
yeah.
It was good.
Hey, what did you
Good,
think of
yeah.
Trump on his podcast?
I didn't watch it.
what'd
I
you
saw some
think?
clip. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what I do think. I saw Dana speak at his rally, and Dana did great, man. He's a great speaker, bro.
That's what he does.
Oh, Dana kills it.
Yeah.
That's what he
You
does.
see it? Did you see?
Natural. He's a natural.
You see Dana speak at Trump
I didn't
rally?
see none of this one, but I just know Dana.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing that I will say is that it takes a guy to, not a guy, it takes a guy, girl, it doesn't matter what it is, but it takes someone to go into political power and sit up there for many years and then tell people, okay, whoever is in political power currently is making a mess and they're the ones that are currently there, and then telling people that they need to fix that. And I saw that, and it's just, it's a whole mess. I'll pull up the video, but having someone do that is crazy to me.
Real talk though. If Dana White ran for president in a couple 10 years, would you guys vote for him?
Sure.
Yeah, I fuck with him.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he seemed pretty open and straightforward. Like he's not gonna call no bullshit. He's gonna tell exactly how he feels.
And
you
no
know?
one's buying that
So you can
motherfucker.
respect that from him, you know, in terms of that.
No one's ever gonna sway his opinion and buy him out, and like he's like loyal to the T, you know, like he's a guy that sticks to his guns no matter what. You don't care if you
I'll
you don't
vote-
care
I'll
if you
vote for
agree
Dana.
with him or anything, you know.
Yeah, I vote for him if he ran for
I'll
president.
fuck with him.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know what's with this hair. You got this slick Rick type thing
You
going
looking
on.
I'm Rashad
You
Evans.
look like a pimp, you know what I'm saying?
I be pimping.
You know what I'm saying? Pimping P over there.
Bro, I want we all going for Mad Max. I want to be Rashad Evans and Mad Max.
You need a jury curl though. It's
Oh,
just
damn.
too straight.
Straighten
you know
it,
what I'm
Man,
saying?
it's Orange County. They ain't got no nigga shit here. It's the best I could do.
You see, you didn't tell your makeup artist they held up. What's up with this?
I don't got no makeup artist. I don't wear no damn makeup.
You supposed to be a celebrity, so you supposed to have somebody that come through.
Hey, you've been in the you've been in the movies.
But I
huh?
don't got no-
Yeah, exactly.
but I don't got no makeup artist.
You got Cheryl's number on tap.
Oh man.
Hey, Bobby Green, before we let you go and before we close this, first of all, I want to say thanks for always being a good sport.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I went and got you the costume. I knew you were coming, so I kept that on the
You're a
sidelines.
fucking dick.
I
I
didn't-
didn't tell you that. I did not know that I was doing this shit.
Hell yeah.
He said, can I come through and
I thought
grab
I was
some
coming
chains?
to
I
get
said,
some of the
exactly at this
Jaxxon.
time, I need you to come. And he showed up.
My boy wanted some Jaxxon, so I was like, I'm gonna come here and get a couple of Jacksons for him and stuff. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna come pick up some jewelry and be cool, you know. This guy done threw me in this shit.
Hell yeah. He's a good sport.
You don't catch me on fucking.
Hey, what do you,
made something,
what
blah,
do you think
blah,
about your
type
next
shit.
fight? Maybe potentially running a camp out of here, out of the Jaxxon house. We'll have TJ here.
Man,
We'll have
bro.
Rampage
man,
here.
my coach just had a heart attack and shit.
Oh,
So
I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
he fucked up right now. He got a little pacemaker and shit, and so he lost a little bit of his memory and stuff. And so I'm dealing with that right now. So that's making it a little hard time. I need to figure out where I'm going to train now and what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna prepare.
Rent a house and come down here and train.
Yeah, we'll give you Coach Yogi, we'll Coach Perillo, we have Rampage,
Sounds
we have
like- sounds like
TJ,
a
we
great
have
idea.
Luke. We'll
Sounds
give you
like a
all
great
the
idea.
boys in here. We have a full-time physical therapist now, Cody.
Yeah.
I'm doing as much as I can for all the fighters here.
You don't need a cage though.
I'll get a cage.
I don't need
Whatever Bobby Green needs. He don't need a cage. I just built a brand new rack. Rampage always looking for something else I gotta buy.
We can do all this
I
shit
hate
we do,
working
you
in
know?
a cage. I hate like practicing in a cage. I always
Man,
get
especially when you get your like,
Yeah.
you try and go for doubles and shit. You got your hands in.
it hurts.
Scrape
Oh,
your
yeah,
back
yeah,
and
it does
fingers.
hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your hand get caught in between that.
Do
fingers.
I still need a cage?
He said not. Hey, I used to try to cheese grade people on the cage.
I know.
So what?
I see
Cheese
you.
grade. You never
Put
done
their,
that?
like, put their like a cheese grater. Put their face against it. Rub them across the cage.
That is rude. That is rude.
It's
Man.
fun.
It's always the old guys that do the dirtiest shit.
Yeah,
The
Bobby,
old guys
that
know
is
how to-
rude.
Wow,
I used to take my
That is-
fingers.
Ugh,
and
I used to
shove them.
gouge them. I
I'm
used to
like,
shove them up his
Fish
You're like,
his ass.
what?
Whoa,
I used to
Rampage.
push him,
You used
you
to
know?
shove it up.
Why I gotta be the old guy, man? I'm only 46, bro.
You used to
But I'm
grab
saying-
it with two hands, and I used to pipe it.
Yeah.
What?
I used to wrestle older guys, and they'd be like, they get out there and wrestle you like this. You're like, what the? One guy just grabbed my whole chest meat.
Bro, he
He just grabbed my whole chest meat like, "Kah!" I was like, ah.
Bro,
that's
he-
not even a move.
hey, when he did this, he looked like Shogun from the Last Dragon. the Shogun of Harlem face ass.
Oh man.
Shoto Khan.
Rampage, anything else you want to add? Anything else you want to add?
Man, I got nothing. I want to go and get some gear from Santo.
Yeah, we got you. Santo Studio. We got brand new
Santo.
stuff. We got some stuff dropping for Rampage. Some denim, some flannel, some shoes.
And
Denim's
I
the
want
best,
some of those
dude. That's all
jackets
I
you
wear.
be wearing. I'm shopping right now.
Wait,
I'll
yeah.
be
Wait,
wearing.
you want that? The
I saw
Aladdin
I
jacket.
saw you on your
Oh, you
social
want to wear
media.
Bobby Green's clothes? That's crazy work, champ.
I can't wear his clothes. I'm
That's
twice
crazy.
his
Well, you
size.
wearing the same jacket he's wearing?
What about the jackets? What was up with those jackets? I follow you on Instagram.
You wearing Bobby
Yeah,
Green's
yeah,
jacket
yeah,
and Trump's
yeah,
polo.
jacket
That is a
and some
crazy
shit.
getup.
Hey, that's why he did the show enough. They said his name in that movie.
Where?
The Last Dragon. But just follow your pizza to Bobby Green. Just follow your pizzas to Bobby Green Pizza.
Oh, wow. Holy shit.
Hey,
I
when he
ain't
did-
seen that movie in forever.
Bro, you call
when
me
have
up.
you ever seen that movie?
I bet you
I don't
ain't
know if
never
I've ever
that
seen
movie.
it.
That's what I'm
You've
saying.
never seen The
Shit.
Last Dragon?
Oh, I've seen okay, Last Dragon.
Well,
I've seen
of
The
course
Last
you
Dragon.
haven't,
I've seen
TJ.
The-
We've seen it.
I've seen The
I
Last
don't
Dragon.
remember it.
Yeah.
Hey, the main character, what's his name? Bruce Leroy. His daddy used to make pizza.
I just remember Show Enough.
I know. But
Actually,
look,
I
his
don't even
daddy-
know if
look,
I've watched this, dude. I don't know.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Look, that dude, his name is Bobby Green. That's Bobby Green.
That's Bobby Green?
That's Bobby Green.
I feel like you punking me. You
No,
got
I'm
me
not.
look-
Yeah.
You got me look like a sucker.
Bro, I've seen this movie over 1,000
And they're
times.
like,
His slogan is, just follow your pizzas to Bobby Green Pizzas.
All right, we're wrapping this up.
All right.
That's a
Hey,
7
thank you guys.
I
Thank
ain't
you guys
watching
for
the whole
joining.
thing, Rampage.
Yeah.
All right, listen, that's it. That's one of the craziest recaps we've ever had. Bobby Green, thanks for coming.
Fuck yeah.
Rampage Jaxxon, a.k.a. Rashad, and TJ looking more jacked than ever. Luke Rockhold had to leave. Who knows what he had to do.
He had to go take a shit.
Yeah? That's what happens. You got to eat better, Luke. And we out.